Man, I ain't even gonna tell you how I just messed up because I did. But I'm here right now, and I'm not alone. This trailer, we're gonna get right into it. I'm sorry, it's my fault. I just messed up. So, without further ado, because I just talked for a long time and y'all didn't even hear it, let's get into it. What up to my thugs, nerds, freaks, and geeks? You're now rocking with the best of Don Tony Teflon. As always, subscribe, click that bell so you can be notified every time I drop a new video. We are about to get it in on this House of the Dragon trailer. Can't do this alone. Rocking with me is the one, the only, my good friend, someone I'm happy to call friend. Her name is Gray Area. What's good?
Hello, my sweet summer children. Tony, thanks for having me. I'm so ready to break down this trailer like it ain't gonna be broke down nowhere else. Let's go.
Exactly. And all the way from the state of Boston, all the way from Boston. I love her anyway. Despite that, she is from my sister podcast, Iowa City, i.e. Zebra.
Hey everyone! I wish you guys saw the first version of this. This was great, but I'm excited to be here. Also, the announcement: Direwolf City is back. We'll give you more info on that a little bit later, but I'm really excited to talk about this trailer with you guys today.
No doubt about it. And you've seen her rock with me personally. Me and Phil, we've done Marvel superhero streams together. Hopefully, we can do some more in the future. She is another one from Iowa City. Alicia's in the building.
Hey, I'm going to tell you guys the same thing.
And listen, let me say this straight. Direwolf City does have a whole new YouTube channel, so make sure you subscribe to Direwolf City YouTube channel. I have a lot of mods here. I'm sure someone in the mod will put it in the description where you can find it. Make sure you subscribe to these ladies, or if you're looking for Direwolf City content, all of it's going to be on this channel. And even the upcoming House of the Dragon live streams that they're going to do will all be in the channel. So make sure you subscribe. Let's say what up to the people in the building. We have Noel Novels in the building rocking with us right now. Robert Smiley is in the building rocking with us right now. All the way from Australia, Carla Way is in the building rocking with us right now. Ryan Chu is in the building rocking with us. Christian Olds is in this building. I've seen AK-47, but it moves too quick for me. I'll get on a humble. Lean C is up in here rocking with us right now. Jackie C is in the building rocking with us right now. My brother from another mother is in the building. Muhammad's in here. And AK just put that link up in there. Go subscribe to Direwolf City. Make sure you do it. My man JS from Sweden is always Skull all day. Let me grab my. Here we go. Skull for you, my brother. As always.
Here's my imaginary.
All right, let's get into this right now. Makeup and therapy. Latoya Nicole, the face slayer, is in the building rocking with us. Carl Snark is in here rocking with us. And we got to highlight that dude who said that I'm the best because he's correct. And everyone needs to know it. Mike Williams is in the building rocking with us. All right, we're back. It's been a long time we've been able to actually talk some House of the Dragon. First initial reactions to this trailer, we will go around the horn. Ladies first, as always. What did you think? And listen, we just talked about this. I fucked up. I thought we were live and we weren't. And we were like talking for like 15 minutes.
That's all right. It's all right. I'll say it again. What I said.
But we just, all right. First initial reaction to this trailer.
First initial reaction was HBO is coming for next. HBO is saying, I'm the Titan. I run this TV shit. I want the belt. I want the title. And I'm coming to get it. I already have it. And this trailer is going to show you how I'm going to keep it. So, yeah, they're coming after next. They ain't playing. That trailer was a 10 out of 10.
Honestly, I'm just so excited for the show. One of the things that I guess really interests me with this show is how faithful it's already looking to the book, to Fire. And obviously, we know we have like contending, stories and points of view in Fire and Blood. But it seems like Ryan Condal really did his homework. And the fact that there's that actually mirror shots, like images from the book, it makes my heart like flutter. Like I am so I'm ready. Yeah, that's it.
Alicia.
I think that HBO definitely established with this trailer that they are here to redeem whatever wrongs were done to people or how they felt wrongs were done to them through Game of Thrones. They are like they said before, they're here to reclaim and maintain their title as a juggernaut production company, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, I think that when I think a lot of people, if you had any, doubt that this show would be, on as good as the other one, if it was going to be anywhere near, I think this trailer proved. I think for the first season, these visuals are amazing. You see a lot of these shows. I'm going to bring up Lord of the Ring of Power, especially the first trailer you see them drop. It was a little shaky when you looked at the graphics, the visuals. It didn't seem like it was. It seemed like they waited long enough to get everything correct. These dragons look great. Everything looks good. I do think that this is a better story than the overall Game of Thrones story. So I always thought that it'd be better, and it's more compact and stuff, and it's done, right? So you know how it's going to end, which is very important. As for the faithfulness, I want them to be faithful, but they don't need to be directly spot on. But for me personally, I just need them to be, this around about. Just keep the certain things. Like they did show the one thing, the one picture of the Great Council, and Jaehaerys was there, and I guess he's not there really when it all goes down and stuff like that. Like if anyone goes, oh, he's not supposed to be there, so what? He's there. It looks great. Let him be there. Certain things like that. There's nothing to say bad about that.
I like the like one of the things that I really liked was when you read the book, if you've read it, and then you see something in the trailer and you're like, damn, that's that. Like the dragon pit. We saw the dragon pit, the dome roof. It looks just how it's described in the books. And then there's a shot of like Rhaenyra and Queen Alicent. It looks like it was taken right from Fire and Blood. So, and then George, like they did that little trailer teaser like a couple days ago with Miguel and George and Ryan. And George was saying how he's involved and Ryan really knows his world and is going to do his best to stay faithful to it. So I like that.
All right, we'll take the super chat. We got first super chat is from Red Hulk. Thank you, so generous. I just wanted to say I've been rocking with the Don and Gray 410 gang. I mean, for a minute now. So pumped to be back in the GOT train with the goats. Keep doing what you're doing. Thank you so much. Truly appreciate it. 100%. It's great to have you back. Great to be back. You know what I mean? I particularly see. This is what I'm saying. I have a thing that I did. Like I said to myself that I was not going to do any more shows, review any shows unless they had a black lead actor somewhere in there, someone of the color in it, or I wasn't going to review it if it was any show like that. So happy that we have the great Corlys Valerian, who I think looked the best in the whole thing. In that picture when he's doing the battle at the stepstones with the helmet on. We're gonna get to all that.
My mom
so
and
glad we had
mom and dad. Alicia's mom and dad, they look amazing. You never our parents. But also I wanted to say, hi Mandy. I know you guys are probably asking where's Mandy, since usually we come as a set of 4, but she's in the chat with hanging out. So we love her.
Can I very quickly speak for Mandy as far as what I gleaned from her first impression from the trailer?
We're supposed to save it for Sunday. We're supposed to save it for Sunday. I told her we'd save it for Sunday.
No, not that part.
Not that one? Okay.
Not that part. No, she's been kind of not very optimistic about the whole thing. So she watched the trailer and then we talked on the phone and she's like, I am cautiously optimistic. And this is great for Mandy because Mandy's kind of been poo-pooing on the whole thing. So even Mandy's kind of letting herself get a little hype. So
yeah,
that's what's up. What up to Khaleesi Clues in the building? I'm sure she'll be back making videos too. What up to you? And another super chat from Kelly Johnson T. Will Jon Snow bring Val in the spinoff? It depends. I would like to see Val in the spinoff if they do pull that off, but will he do it? I don't think it's necessary. It depends. He's writing this with his own people. So it depends what means something to them in order for them to do it. I'd like to see Val in the spinoff. I would like to see Val in the show. So I would love to see in a spinoff. But before we get into these pictures, we got a lot of pictures to go through. Around the horn, MJ, would you like to see Val in the Jon Snow spinoff?
No.
No. All right.
I want him to be lonely and miserable. I want him to turn into a villain. I don't want him to have a girlfriend.
I would like to see her, but I think she's gonna be like, hey, she's gonna be like, I don't want it, and that would kind of be the extent of it. But to be honest, I don't see that series making it. Honestly, the only reason why I say that is unless George is super heavily involved, it's essentially going off of full text. Like there's no basis for it. It's just spitballing, if you will. And I'm not sure how comfortable HBO is going with that after we saw what happened last time they went off the page and off the script from George's word. Compared to like House of the Dragon, as you said earlier, the story's been told. We know how it ends. It makes it easier to adapt. So I don't.
Alicia, Val, Jon Snow spinoff.
I'm a huge Val fan, but I just don't think she's necessary post A Song of Ice and Fire.
I feel I could write that series. I know. I swear, contact me if y'all need someone to write that series. I could write that series and make that series hot, without a shadow of doubt. Thank you for the super chat. Truly appreciate it. We'll get more. We got a lot of pictures to get through here, so let's go right through it. So right off the bat. All right, who are these dragons that we're looking at?
Just based off
one of them has a really long neck. Yeah, I'd say Craxy.
Yeah, that neck is ferocious.
He looks like a dinosaur.
Mm-hmm. Somebody compared. Oh my gosh, I want to say. I think it might have been Micah on Twitter compared it to the dinosaur from the dinosaur movie from like the early 2000s.
The Land Before Time.
No, not that one. No, not that one. It's Dinosaur.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, it looks like that. I'd have to find the tweet, but it looks like.
It's probably Caraxes and Cyrex. Cyrex is probably the smaller one.
That's what I would think. I think Caraxes.
Yeah, it does have the membrane looks a bit yellowish, goldish.
Yeah. And can I just say, just the way that we know this is CGI, but the fact that they paid enough attention to have the sun kind of like shine through the membrane of the wing a little bit. It's like kind of distorted, but you can still see it come. I just think that's a great touch.
Yeah, and the smoke at Dragonstone, like it being really dark and dreary and smoky, because they call Dragonstone like the smoky citadel in the middle of the narrow sea. But we never really got like the full on effect of it. So I love it. So bring on the darkness.
I saw that Nim.
Go ahead.
Mandy had suggested in the chat that they say Dany's dragons were all necks and tails. So she's saying maybe the younger dragons have the shorter necks. So maybe these long necks are kind of like going to be the usual for the older dragons going forward.
So from what I remember them saying during the thing was that Dany's dragons were all brothers and sisters, asexual. So they all look the same, but other species of dragons, they all don't look the same. So some will have long necks, some won't. Some will, they're all going to look different because they're not brothers and sisters. It's different species of dragons. So I think they're trying to emphasize that with a couple of these dragons from back then.
Apparently, the article from The Hollywood Reporter that came out earlier, one of them's supposed to have a beard. One of them's supposed to be a little bearded. And I hope it's Vermithor, because I just like to imagine Jaehaerys with his beard, and Vermithor with their beard, and they can just be like beard boys. Like, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, I like that.
So, do you think that we talked about book accurate stuff? Maybe it doesn't matter to you or not. Will they do different color flames for each dragon like they do in the books?
I hope so.
I think
possibly
they might have
just because. It would play to their advantage if it looks okay, just because there are going to be a lot of dragon on dragon battles, and the only time we saw dragon on dragon battle in Game of Thrones was dead Viserion versus the other two dragons. So Viserion's flames were very clearly blue. You could tell who was against who. So I think just for the sake of clarity, they might make the flames different colors.
That's a great point.
All right. So we have this is I guess on
This
Dragonstone.
motherfucker.
This is when they're trying to catch him. I'm calling him Damon. Damon from now on. I know people say Damon, but in the trailer they said Damon. I'm
Who calls
saying
him Damon?
I hear a lot of people. I hear a lot of these book people Damon. It's like they call Brienne Brian and stuff like that. You know.
Katire.
So
yeah.
So I'm calling him Damon, and that's it. So this is when I guess they're looking for Damon because he stole the dragon egg. That's what I would assume this is, right here from the scene. I don't
Looks like
think
there's a
it's
Grand Maester there.
Yeah,
It's Sir Otto. There's Kingsguard there. In the other shots, you see him and Damon face off. Damon's holding the dragon egg.
Oh wait, go back for two, Tony. And I'm pretty sure that's Styrax right there approaching.
Yeah,
That's
it's definitely not Caraxes.
Well, could it be Caraxes? Because if Damon, because it's in the scene that we've seen like multiple shots of in previous teasers and photos, it's when they're kind of like on Dragonstone and they're trying to stop Damon from leaving with the dragon egg with Mysaria.
I don't think it's the same scene because it looks like they're in front of a stone wall there. Whereas if I remember correctly, I would have to go. I mean, we'll look at the still, but I think when Damon and Otto are facing off and what's her name? Mysera?
Lady
Sorry,
Misery.
The White Worm, whatever that. Yes, Misery. Yeah. It looks like it's open field when they face off. So I think it's not. There could be multiple.
There's
like
a wide
on the bridge,
shot.
right?
There's a wide shot of this same scene on
Okay.
the bridge later. That's the only reason why.
Yeah, I mean, there could be multiple scenes where Otto would be walking around with the Kingsguard, so it doesn't necessarily have to be the same scene.
Also, what's in his hand?
His helmet.
Oh, okay.
We got a super chat here. Thank you so much from my man Morgan Holmes. Says House Valerian got to be from Jersey with all that swagger. This show looks amazing. Can't be dethroned. Game of Thrones. I think it can't wait for Nettles and Sheep Stealer got his back. Hello, gray area.
Hey.
Hello.
Listen, I would say this. That's one thing. We don't see this in trailer. It's not going to be there for a little while. But they best not make that dragon ugly. I swear to God. I don't care what the book says.
Sheep Stealer.
Yep. I don't want to see no brown. The only brown dragon disgusting. All right. That brown dragon better be hot. I ain't trying to
What
hear
if it's like the Igor of all dragons?
No, I don't know. I don't want no damn Igor. All right. Make one of their dragons Igors. I want my dragon to look good. Don't be messing with my dragon.
Make like the poster like Hannibal, like one of the dragons only rides Igor. Like don't.
Yeah, make the cannibal nasty looking.
Oh, yeah. All right. So we have a picture of Damon here. This is when I guess when he finds out that Rhaenyra is going to be queen, right? And he turns around in the trailer. They keep showing this. They showed this picture like 3 different times in the trailer.
Yeah, it makes me wonder what they're about to, because obviously it's like the Gold Coast when he's the captain of the City Watch, and I'm like, what are they about to go bust up?
I can say this is an image that does sell Matt Smith as Daemon Targaryen for me. He does look very menacing, even though he
I was going to ask y'all that. I know a lot of people in the beginning was like, "Not my Rhaegar, not my Daemon," right?
That guy was
not my Daemon.
I did that. I'm sorry.
Now that you've seen him a little bit more, seen him acting, hearing his voice, is it more who you think? Is he playing the role right for you? Can you buy him as this?
He's got it.
I think he'll be able to. I kind of had confidence he would be able to play the role the moment I saw that he was cast, because they went, Matt Smith he's kind of, he's not exactly what people imagined when they thought of Daemon Targaryen. So I kind of knew like whatever it was they were going for, it was the acting. So I had confidence. However, watching just the way he moves, his facial expressions, to me, this is Daemon. I don't have to squint my eyes and just kind of make it work. No different than nobody who read the books first, was really envisioning Alfie Allen as Theon, but he is Theon, you know?
Yeah. Yeah. Please, side note, I just wanted to bring up Carrie's comment. He does look like an elf, but other than him looking like an elf, after he got cast, I went and watched the first 2 seasons of The Crown where he played Prince Philip. And after watching that, I was like, oh, he's going to kill it as Daemon. They have kind of, even though Prince Philip I know is a human, they have similar personalities to an extent. Like they can be very arrogant at times. And Daemon, one word I definitely would describe Daemon is arrogant, and he just does it so well. And I think he's going to do a good job.
My big hesitation. Go ahead. Well, my big hesitation with Matt Smith was, as far as my exposure to his acting, the only thing I had ever seen him act in was scenes from Doctor Who, which is not really a show I watch all that much. So I just see him running around as the Doctor being really, really goofy. So for me, I'm thinking this really goofy actor playing Daemon. And I was like, no. But no, I definitely think it's going to be on some Alfie Allen level acting.
It reminds me of like, I don't know if anyone's ever watched The Godfather of Harlem, but it's a good show. If no one's ever watched it, go check it out. But my sister contacted me, and it's Bumpy Johnson. And then she was like, Forrest Whitaker's going to play Bumpy Johnson. He can't be no Bumpy Johnson. I was like, Forrest Whitaker is a great actor. He can play anybody. Just wait till you see him. And then after she's seen it, she's like, damn, he is Bumpy Johnson. So I look at it like that. Like, this guy is a tremendous actor. This is what I think the fandom, in their head, everyone is Brad Pitt. Every Targaryen is Brad Pitt. Every Targaryen is beautiful. Everyone is the best looking person in the world. That's not the case, man. Is that, you know, when you're the best, when you're, you know, in the era, and you're the best looking person of that era, you don't really have to be the best. The aura that you put out there that puts you in there. You can look at a lot of Hollywood actors, and you know, I mean, I have been, but at that time they were the best looking guy because it was just the whole package. And his whole package, being the prince, being a Targaryen, the money, being able to kick everybody ass, everything, all that stuff goes into his attractiveness, I think, in the books, and why people like him and stuff. So I think he's gonna kill it. I always did, and I didn't see him as the person in the beginning, but I'm glad they casted him. All right, this is the Dragon Pit. Do we know who this is? Is this from with short hair in there?
It's Daemon.
It's Daemon?
I think it's
so.
Egg.
Yeah, when he's stealing the dragon egg, like he so from the first trailer to this trailer, like you hear him walking with the torch and then the dragon at the end of the trailer, he has the egg. Same, I'm pretty sure that's Daemon.
All right. I agree with you on that 100%. Hair does look short though to me there. And this was now this is the Battle of the Stepstones, right?
No, it's like he's a gold cloak.
It looks like he's beating up a
peasant.
He's a
gold cloak?
Yeah.
He doesn't have the winged helmet on. And I was thinking like maybe he only wears the winged helmet for tournament battles, and in real fights he doesn't wear the winged helmet.
Yeah,
because the wing helmet wouldn't really be effective in real fights, but maybe for tournament sakes, just to show that you're a Targaryen. That's why he wears it.
The snout, sorry, the helmet still has like a dragon snout at like the forehead area.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
instead of like the wings on the side, it has a feathered almost ponytail or whatever that material is. I don't know what that material is, but I like it. But yeah, no, he
looks
definitely
like a Spartan.
Yeah, he looks like Alicia said. He's just like beating up peasants in Flea Bottom, probably.
Yeah, that guy next to him got like a afro. He's smacking him around a little bit. Yeah.
I think he just has curly hair, just kind of flowing in the aggressive wind.
Well, look at his face. Like, he looks shocked in the guy's face. Look at the way he's looking at him.
Yeah, like, why would you do this to me?
Like, what's going on?
I'm a good
what
person.
Are you doing?
Well, they did say that he kind of like forced it a little bit, like when he was like leading the gold.
It looks like it does look like he's going in for the wind up, like alley-oop.
Yeah, it does. He's really
so dramatic.
All right, we have one of the best pictures of the dragons right here.
Correctsies.
And I love the green screen. That's the see how high this dragon is all the way up in there, which is amazing.
I don't think it's
And we see
Caraxes.
we finally see her on the dragon back.
Wait,
That'd be
do you think that's Caraxes? It looks red. The wings
neck
look
is a
red.
bit short.
Yeah, I was thinking it might be Cyrax, and that's Rhaenyra on top, because like there's that other shot where there's like from an earlier teaser, dragon flying by the Red Keep. So I just assumed that was like part of the same scene, because I honestly feel like they're giving us a lot, but not giving us too much. Does that make sense?
Yeah, because a lot of the stills are all from like one storyline that probably ends in the second episode.
Probably it's something quick. We've seen this shot many a times.
Damon on the Iron Throne.
Let me. You're gonna have to say. I think this dog needs to go outside. I don't know. He's pacing. Yeah, I'll hold it down.
So, go ahead.
You need to go outside, Duke. Let's go.
I was just gonna say the throne room looks so good. It looks so good.
I have seen some people complain about the I did Bridge actually in his video. He actually poo-pooed on the swords on the steps. He wasn't a big fan, but I have seen other people complain about it.
I like it.
Yeah, I like it because I feel like they just kept the original throne, but they want more to it. So rather than adding it like on the back and like the sides, they're like, oh, let's just put it on it.
I wonder if there's going to be an accident.
Make me wonder. Oh.
Wait, were you?
It does make me wonder if later on in seasons, Rhaenyra cuts herself on the steps so many times she has them removed and then just keeps the main throne.
Well, actually,
because there's got to be a reason that.
So they actually kind of said it already in one of the articles. I think it might have been the EW art. There have been so many articles that come out, so I've been like confusing which ones are which. But essentially, we're going to see a lot of those swords get removed, and I personally believe it's going to be during the Moon of the Three Kings. That essentially after Rhaenyra leaves and King's Landing is just a free for all. It's probably going to be obviously like the last season when it becomes like a free for all. I think once they kind of like infiltrate the Red Keep, people just start taking swords off. Like, and then the ones on the steps are probably easiest to take than the ones actually forged into the chair.
Yeah, this scene right here is great because I think we hear him like basically talking about a dragon dream. Probably the first time we ever heard a Targaryen talk about a dragon dream. He's talking about his dream that he had. And I know that they're going to do prophecy, so maybe they will do the prophecy. What was the prophecy of the what was it called? The hammer and the dragon prophecy?
Hammer smashing the something, which we obviously as the reader, there's an audience that's like Robert and Rhaegar.
Duke, you have to go outside.
Yeah, Hugh the Hammer thinks it's about him.
Of course he does.
Yeah. So, the dragon dreams to me, him saying, "Oh, I dreamed I put my heir on the throne," blah 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 blah. Like that interested me because there's a lot of like backstory or quotes, one-liners from the books that like Aemon says, "My brothers all dreamed of dragons and it killed them every one." We know Rhaegar dreamed of dragons. We know how that ended. So there seems to be like a pattern. And then if we believe Melisandre, dreams come from the Great Other, but then what she sees as the Great Other is actually Bloodraven and Bran, which I don't know.
The Great Other is Bran. The Great Other is the last Green Seer. I think that's clear, right? I think that's clear that that's who the Great Other. The reason why she doesn't say it's Bran because she doesn't think he's ugly enough. I don't think that's qualification, especially when we see a Game of Thrones and we know like the most beautiful people are the most evilest. So the fact she says that, oh, it can't be the Great Other, he's not ugly enough. I think that's how this trying to convince herself that it's not myself. Trey D's, thank you for the super chat, very generous, says, hey y'all, back to you. I say yous because I'm from New York. We don't say y'all, we say yous. But hey yous out there and stuff. I appreciate the super chat 100%. So yeah, I'm glad they're doing prophecy. How do you feel about the prophecy? I
was going to say, I think that he says this possibly around the time of the Great Council of 101, only because obviously that's when like there's questions of succession. Do know that is going to, like, we've seen shots, it's going to happen in the show. So I think this is maybe while they're still deliberating or people are making their case. So him saying like, you know, I had a dream that I was going to put my heir on the throne, kind of be him like reaffirming that he's going to be the one selected between him and Laenor. Even though because obviously pre-Laenor and Rhaenyra betrothal and stuff like that. So I think that might be when he's saying it. Because I'm trying to think, like, if he's already king, obviously you're probably going to put your heir on the throne. Most people would think. So.
I thought the prophecy was a little underwhelming. When I first saw the trailer, I got really excited when I hear him going, I had a dream. And I was like, oh, dragon dream. And it was just, not only was it stuff that, it's not even a matter of like, oh, it's stuff that we knew, because there are plenty of casual viewers watching that are going to be watching House of the Dragon. It was more like, one of the things that touched down on in the trailer is that he had multiple options for heir. So I guess that's the part that kind of confused me. Like, why that prophecy when, yeah, no matter what, you're going to have an heir that's going to sit on the Iron Throne. That's the problem. That's what's causing a lot of this infighting. So I don't know. I thought it excites me that there was a nod to the dragon dreams, but the actual dragon dream was a bit underwhelming.
Say for the super chat right here, Kelly Johnson says, T, will Rhaenys do the deed on Mushroom? No. All that stuff is false. I think that, you know, you'll see Mushroom. They will have someone named Mushroom in the show, you know, as a side character in the background. You just see him there. Someone will say, hey, Mushroom juggle, and he'll start to juggle. It'll be something like that. But that's only the importance of Mushroom for this show. It won't be anything. One thing that I did find interesting, I don't know who this is on horseback, maybe y'all can tell me, but one thing I did find interesting was that they said that this is going to last 4 seasons. Like the Dance of Dragons is a 4-season show. So if they want to run it more than 4 seasons, this, from what I'm hearing, they may do an Aegon's Conquest flashback, like a full season type flashback of Aegon's Conquest to make it run longer.
Is this going to be an anthology?
That's what they're saying. It might be.
Yeah, so they said they're either going to jump back towards like Aegon's Conquest or jump forward. They didn't say.
So are they only doing Dance of the Dragons for 1 season?
So no, it's 4
seasons for the dance.
Okay. I thought you meant House of the Dragon altogether was going to be 4 seasons, including all these little anthology stories that they want to put in there. I got scared.
So maybe House of the Dragon they'll do first, and then they may do Aegon's Conquest. It's still under the same name, House of the Dragon, and maybe do 4 seasons of Aegon's Conquest, and maybe do 4. That's the way I took it, that they were going to do it. You know what I mean? Something like that. Which I'm all about. I hope they do that. That works for me. What up, Arya Stark? Thank you for the super chat. Truly appreciate it. Feel the issues, guys, in the building saying, Jackie, I'm on my way home. If they're still on, I'll jump on when I get home. And hurry up, Phil.
Drive safe, though. Drive safely.
Hurry up, Phil. I would. Gray, would you like them to do it that way?
The
anthology, like say 4 seasons of House of the Dragon, then the next 4 seasons of Aegon Conquest, still call it House of the Dragon, just keep going through it like that.
Yeah, I always thought that that's what they were going to do from the beginning. I thought that was the best show and way to do it, like the best potential money wise.
What up to Red Lipstick Podcast? Anna in the building. Love you, Anna. Miss you, Anna, so much. Who is this in this? Does anyone know who's on these horses? I don't know.
I think it's Rhaenyra and Christian Cole.
That would make sense.
Yeah, that looks like
all right. Is he gonna smash her when she's this young?
Yeah, I think so.
I think so.
That's disgusting.
I mean, it kind of
Because she's mad young.
I'm glad you think so, but
that when essentially how it's like rumored, I think Mushroom Zone said it was like, oh, Chris and Cole went to Rhaenyra. It's like, oh, run away together, be happy, blah blah blah. I'll be a sellsword, blah blah. Like, so if that's the angle they're taking, then I definitely see him possibly like smashing.
Yeah, he's gonna get strung out on her, so she's got to put it on him somehow. Now, how a child can put it on you to that point, I don't know, but he's definitely butthurt and because she left him and she wouldn't be with him. You know what I mean? So I guess that's the only way to do it. But I really think he's way older than this act. I don't know how old the actress is, but how old she's actually playing. Because she looks like, I don't know. How old do you think she is? To me, she looks, maybe I'm bugging. She looks like 16 years old to me. That's what I'm thinking. Like when she's in these younger, 15, 16. I don't think she's any older than that.
If we're going to talk about gross hair, let's talk about Uncle Husband, Damon.
Yeah.
That's
going to be the real gross.
All that is gross. That
real watch. I'm going to be 100% honest. It's going to be really tough to watch. Those scenes.
Well, that stuff is definitely gross, but I think that she's definitely, I don't know. He's gonna smash it. She's 22 and the actress playing is 22, but I don't think she's playing the role of a 22-year-old. I get that. Maybe I'm old, man, because that doesn't look 22 to me. I've seen 22-year-olds. She looks young. She looks like a baby to me. I don't know. She looks like, I would give her 17 the most. In there, and the way they're acting, walking around, reading books together and shit. No 22-year-old does that shit. I don't see no 22-year-old doing that shit. I think they're younger than that.
Surprised. I don't know. I also went to a really weird college, so I saw a bunch of really idiotic. All right,
this picture is what Sir Kristen Cole whooping Damon's ass, right?
Yeah,
seems that way.
Yes, sir.
He busts that shield up.
He fucks his whole shit. Thank you for the super chat. Kelly Johnson T. What's good with Baela and Rhaena? Is that what he's saying? Baela and Rhaena?
I don't think we'll see.
Yeah, so they're the twins that aren't going to be born yet.
No, we already see them. They're in the trailer. They're in this trailer. They show up twice. Background.
Oh, I didn't see
Baela and Rhaena?
They're in the background in the scene where Alicent runs up on Rhaenyra. You kind of can see Rhaenys kind of hold it. It's like two shorter girls with white curly hair. Night Axel, and then
you work. Well, we were supposed to be working
on the Dragon Soul and the paintable scene. They're like also in the background.
Okay, perfect.
They are there. I looked for them. Those are my babies. I looked for them.
Oh, let's see. We get this is Damon getting smacked in the chest with the what is it, Morning Star? He's getting hit with, and and this is when the shield gets shattered. It shatters the shield and everything, and we see what this leads to later on. Yeah, I think that this helmet is ceremonial that Damon's wear. I don't think he would wear this in an actual battle because it's just you can't wear. It's ridiculous.
He wouldn't be Robert Baratheon wearing an antlered helm. he wouldn't.
No,
be that dumb.
I don't think so. It's ridiculous. There's no way your sword will get caught right up on it. Go ahead, Alicia.
I'm going to say something slightly controversial and say that I actually really hate that helm.
I don't think that's controversial.
It's too. It's very preening peacock,
Yeah, I don't think it's not practical. If you're talking about the times when you have a helmet back in the day, it's supposed to be rounded so that when someone slices at it, it rolls off the sides. You have that, and it's getting caught right up in there every time. Anytime someone throws something in there, so it's not practical. I understand what this is. It's a TV show, and that's why I think that they're just doing it he's doing it because it's a tournament. So he wants to look the part of the tournament, and that's why he's wearing the elaborate headdress.
Sorry, can I just comment? AK Watch's comment is giving Mace Tyrell. Yeah,
Big old.
I think with the feather part, it definitely is giving Mace Tyrell in that scene.
Yeah.
Was it in Bravos? I think.
Yeah, I think he's going with the the Roman centurion with the the way they had it back then, which I just think, to me, I think the only reason they have it is because it's not 4th of July anymore, motherfuckers. New Yorkers. Run Rummer, thank you for the super chat. It's a run runner. I just said rum runner, like you a bootleg. I'm sorry about that. What do you think of the king saying he can't choose? What do you think about that? The king saying he can't choose between his daughter and his brother.
I think it speaks to Viserys' character as a people pleaser.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's very he wants everybody to be happy. And truth be told, not everyone's going to be happy, no matter what you choose, especially when it comes to and stuff like that, and a throne. So it's very on brand for Viserys.
What's on top of it?
He's a shitty king then. I mean, if you can't make a decision, that means you're a shitty king then, right?
Well, I agree.
Well, what's on top of it? He only the 4th Targaryen king, but he's not the first king to ever have to choose between 2 different factions. But the way I don't know, maybe it's the way I interpreted the acting. It's the way he said it, God, no one knows my pain. That was a bit dramatic for me. Because it's I don't know. So far I'm getting super over dramatic vibes from him. If he cuts his finger, he's one of those people that's just he's a bit
I would
much for me
say
already, but I'm kind of here for it.
I would say Viserys is written in a way where he kind of goes with the flow. He doesn't want to make waves. He just wants to kind of have fun. Not in a Robert Baratheon, an irresponsible, I'm going to get drunk and I'm going to fuck everybody. Not like that, but more I want to please everybody. I don't want anyone to be mad at me. That's the kind of king that I think he is. And I think he made such a smart decision when he sent Sir Otto Hightower away and then got another hand instead of him. But when he brought him back, Sir Otto's just in his ear, this, and this. And of course, Daemon is apparently or supposedly, allegedly doing things that kind of forced his hand, but he didn't want to do it.
But yeah, Daemon, he's a complicated character. I would say, I wouldn't say he would make a great king, but I wouldn't say he'd make a bad king either. I think his justice is harsh. He's kind of, he's kind of, a Stannis Baratheon when it comes to justice, it's straight line. You know what I mean? This is the law. This is it. This is what it is. This is what happens to you. Davos, you broke the law. Yeah, you saved my life, but you broke the law, so you got to cut your fingers off. He reminds me of something like that, but he does take things a little bit to too much level. I think that Otto's kind of jealous of him, having all this fun. He's going to these brothels. He's doing all this stuff, and I think he's jealous of his popularity, a lot of it. I think it has to do with that, when it comes down to it. Reflective Rambling, I can't see the sticker, but thank you for the super chat with the super sticker on it. Kelly Johnson, thank you for the super chat. Would you match hands with Daemon? If hand skills, I'll knock him out. I'd probably beat him with the sword, but hand skills, I knock him out. I can guarantee you that he wouldn't last with me. Thank you for the super chat here. Vegarian, that's how I'm going to say that. I want to see Daemon and Viserys interact. There has to be some love between them. I mean, Daemon couldn't just had Caraxes burn his brother he could have had his Caraxes burn his brother at any time.
I definitely think that they're gonna have a lot of love between sorry. Did you want to say something, MJ?
No, I was gonna say they do have a lot of love between them. When Viserys goes to the Great Council, Daemon is fully supporting his brother. He's gathering swords in the Riverlands all through, come through, support my brother because he's gonna sit on this throne. So Daemon completely supports Viserys and Viserys completely supports Daemon. I feel like there's like a Tyrion, Jaime Lannister kind of dynamic going on there. But that's what makes this story so sad, is because he never had to choose between Daemon and Rhaenyra, because if they'd have just chilled the fuck out, Aegon would have been born.
Yeah,
and
I
then
think
and then they'd have just followed the precedent from the Great Council of 101. There wouldn't have been no whole bunch of wars.
Yeah, honestly, I think a lot of it has to do with just stand that boy, Sir Otto Hightower, just meddling in stuff he does no business med. Like, just sit down, eat your food, comment on stuff we ask you to comment on, but mind your fucking business. Because if he did like by the precedent of the Great Council of 101 and was like, all right, Daemon is my heir, then lo and behold, things happen. He gets remarried. Aegon pops up. Like you said, problem solved. No issues. But I think he had such a hard-on for women. I kind of agree with Tony. I don't think he would have been that bad of a king. Only reason why I say that is I think the people he would have had around him would have helped. Personally, I think he probably would have chosen Corlys Velaryon as a hand. And Corlys is very, very diplomatically minded, has a lot of political aptitude. So he would have leaned on him a lot for a lot of decisions. And Corlys makes a lot of great calls, in my opinion. Like, when it comes to like just decisions in general as time progresses throughout the war. So I don't think he would have been that bad. I think Sir Otto Hightower should just shut the fuck up.
I
think
that.
the show's about to make us.
I did so much. I told you later.
I mean, we book readers already disdain Otto Hightower, but I think the show's about to make us hate him so much that it humanizes all the characters around him in the moments that we're tempted to absolutely hate them. Like, I think Alicent Hightower is going to be an extremely misunderstood, complicated character. But I think Olivia Cook and I don't remember the name of the young woman that
Emily
plays
Carey.
Young.
I think it's Emily Carey.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Emily. I think that Olivia and Emily are going to play Alicent so well, it'll stand on its own 2 feet that we're going to feel sorry for Alicent. But I also think that seeing Alicent with Otto is going to take all the moments that we're the most furious with Alicent and we're the most like, oh, this scheming bitch. And we're going to be like, but it's not her fault though, because daddy issues. So yeah, I kind of look forward to that.
Yeah, I just think that. So when it comes down to it, it has to be like this. All right. So Otto's problem is not with Rhaenyra, it's with Daemon, right? He doesn't care that Rhaenyra takes the throne. He's about that. He just doesn't want to see Daemon on the throne. Like, that's what his beef
but
is.
he's only about it while he don't have grandsons.
Yeah.
Because when his grandsons come, he changed the script. He flips everything.
Well, she does marry the dude too, which will put Daemon back on the throne too. So it really goes back and forth. His real beef, he had no problem with Rhaenyra taking the throne. It's really, he's got something against Daemon. I say he's jealous of him. You know what I mean? Yeah. And that's what it really seems to me. You know what I mean? Like, he's just jealous. He doesn't want him on the throne. And did she let this dude seduce her? And great. She could have, listen, her husband's something, he doesn't like girls. I don't know, but it all comes back in the end to Daemon and stuff like that. If he wasn't there, I think that it's no problem. I don't want to spoil the show for people, but I think it's a whole different type of ball game. I think that he had something to do with the whole situation in the end of it. So we have two. Go ahead.
So as I say, do you guys think we might see a moment like obviously like within the past at least between Daemon and Otto that kind of makes their like
I think he fucked Alicent. He fucked Alicent. I think that's what happened.
That would have to be hilarious. But yeah, I think
that's why I don't like it. I think that's why I don't like Daemon. I think that's why. I think
why he doesn't like him. It's like, I just don't like him. Like, you could do that, but I think it would make people a little bit empathetic-ish towards Otto if they had a really strong reason for why he really doesn't like him. And
they're going to make Otto sympathetic, but at the same time, we're going to hate him. He'll have his sympathetic moments.
I think they'll make him just as sympathetic as they made Tywin, which wasn't really sympathetic.
Yeah, I think people just like Charles. I will say this: we're about an hour in. We're going to keep going. Obviously, have 200 people or something in here. For the issues, guys, about to pop in with us. So I'll say this real quick, in case you didn't know. I'm not going to say, but I will be having an interview with one of the main cast members of House of the Dragon. I'll be interviewing them on Monday or Tuesday. I don't know exactly. It'll be Monday, Tuesday. I was going to do it a live stream, but I'm only allowed to interview this person for 15 minutes because they're making the rounds. But I got the longest, 20 minutes actually. I got the longest out of anyone, longer than all these other networks. He gave me one of these times. So we'll see who it is. And I'll post that as soon as I get that out there. So in case that person's watching, because I it could be because they could have contacted me and told me they were watching, but in case they are watching, I want to say thank you again for allowing me to do the interview. And also we're going to during the pregame show, we'll also have a couple other people on the pregame show. We'll talk about that later. We'll just focus on that right now. All right. So that and if you have a question that you want to ask, a general question, let me know. Hit me up and I'll see if I can answer the question, if I can ask that question for this picture right here. What's going on in this picture right here?
That's Rhaenyra in the background, right?
Like that's Damon. That's his arm. Like they just done had it, right?
That's Christian Cole's armor and Rhaenyra in the background.
And what? So that's done.
Those look like riding clothes of some sort.
Is this when he pulled the sword? He pulls the sword out, right?
Those are his pants.
Yeah, to show off. It's an allegory for other swords.
Oh my god. He really is gonna slay this chick. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. He's really gonna slay this chick. That is what it is. Yeah.
Unsheathing his sword. Naughty.
Oh, he's unsheathing his sword.
More ways than one. Random. Does anybody watch Becoming Elizabeth? Anybody? Just me? All right, that's fine. Anyway, there's a scene in that show where douchebag Sir Thomas Seymour, I gotta watch my language. Sir Tom Seymour like slices off her clothing with the sword, and I'm like, ooh, what if he's trying to do that, being like all randy and nasty? And it's like, ooh, Rhaenyra, let me cut your riding clothes off before.
Can you imagine if he fumbled and accidentally cut her?
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. No, it wouldn't, but it'd be funny.
She'd probably be into that. I bet she's a Scorpio.
He seems clumsy.
Speaking of accidental cuts, it looks like Viserys' hands are getting cut up on the Iron Throne.
No, we don't hear about that in the book, right? I mean,
actually, his fingers get amputated because he gets like a really bad cut, and Alicent and Rhaenyra argue about it. Because guys, I'm literally actively reading the book. That's the only reason I suture my brain. But Rhaenyra's maester has to amputate like 2 of his fingers. Maester Gerardus, and then Alicent and Rhaenyra getting like a big old argument about it, like mutilated him, blah blah blah.
Can you imagine how much tetanus is floating around on that throne?
So much. Oh, especially because like gross ass body was just like bleeding out all over it too.
All right, yeah. So I'm sorry. There's a call-in number 781-990-8509. If you did call in, when Phil gets here, we'll take your calls. All right, and you can leave voicemails and all that stuff. But we have to wait for Phil to come in and do that. But yeah, there is a call-in number there, and I do think Phil.
I'm here. I'm still setting up, but I'm here.
Phil's in the building.
I had a thought about the Iron Throne and Viserys cutting himself, harkening back to what we were talking about maybe like 20 minutes ago with what happened to the Iron Throne to make it what it was in House of the Dragon versus what it is or what it became in Game of Thrones. I think just because Viserys cuts himself so much, he ends up having to lose fingers. Rhaenyra is about to cut herself. I'm going to go back to somebody probably like dulled it down so no one cut themselves anymore as a precaution.
So that's why the swords got removed. That makes sense.
Yes. Yeah. it's basically what I said earlier, but now I have like a reason to back it up.
Hey, Quinn.
I like that idea. The only other idea I had was as to why nobody else got cut is because certain people didn't care about the source material as much condo. Putting that politely. Jeez. But yeah. Also, maybe he's getting because he's not supposed to be on it, and a certain queen that never was supposed to be on it. Standing on that hill, I'm standing at Rhaenys. This would all have been solved had Rhaenys been named Princess of Dragonstone when her daddy died.
Yeah.
But I'll digress.
All right.
Yeah. That's the story.
We could do that with a lot of characters. This wouldn't have happened if the whole thing that makes
for real, though.
Dance of the Dragons so great is it's a huge series of unfortunate events. It really could have
so
been
you were
prevented.
fighting to sing it.
So if we did this wouldn't have happened if game, we would be here all week.
You're right.
All right, so let me give a shout out to Quinn. Quinn is in the building. I said it right. That's right. What up to Quinn? And we got also another YouTuber, the Dragon Demand, is in here. Shout out to both of them. Quinn's Ideas is the channel. I'm about to say I might survive. Quinn's Idea and the Dragon Demand is both in the building, rocking with us right now and everything else. Appreciate y'all definitely rocking with us and everything else. And my man Vince Harper's in the building rocking with us too. Appreciate you too. All right, we done this picture. I got like 80 pictures. So I'm just trying to move through them.
Oh yeah.
This reminds me of the original Game of Thrones, the shadow.
Yeah.
Going across King's Landing.
Yeah.
Do you remember the trailer for season 4 when they played Chelsea Wolfe, Feral Love, and the first thing you see is the shot? Never mind. That's exactly what it reminds me of, the season 4 trailer. As well as Bran's big vision, but it was in season 4.
That's what that reminds me of, that shot. Another shot.
Look at the dragon pit. Can we just take a moment?
I was going to say the dragon dome. Come into my dome. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's a dragon pit.
Yeah, it looks immaculate, but it's really right. Is that their downfall? As soon as they started putting them in the pit, they started getting smaller, right? The dragon?
I believe so, yeah. And it looks big enough to house all those dragons, too. Even from a book perspective, I could never quite imagine a stable for dragons, but somehow they're making it happen in House of the Dragon.
Because figure we see it in that's season 8, season 7. Those last 2 seasons are a blur.
Yeah.
We see the dragon pit for the first time. Obviously, we see it in ruins, so it's nice to see it in its heyday. Also, interesting is there's no Sept of Baelor at this time, so that's going to be interesting to see King's Landing about it.
All right, let's keep it moving. Here let's keep it moving. I know everyone can't stay all night long, but we'll be here as long as we can. All right, this might be one of the best King's Landing. I would take it, right?
Yeah,
looks like it.
With a dragon statue. I mean, that
love it. I love it. It's the Targaryen era.
Yeah, so I want that statue.
No Joffrey statues of him standing on a wolf. We have a dragon. I hated that fucking statue. The North remembers.
It sure does. No, I like this. It's to me, it's the best looking shot of King's Landing. Better than any shot they did in Game of Thrones. In all honesty, this looks amazing. It really does. It looks like a real place. It doesn't look fake to me. It looks like you could really go there and stuff. Everything looks realistic. Or a little tense. It makes me feel like I'm in a role-playing game and everything else. This right here looks like the same one that we've seen in a trail in a leaked picture. This one right here. This, like we seen it there where Graham McTavish was standing by this carriage. It looks like that one.
I think what else makes this really cool is the other shots of King's Landing that we saw, the first 2 shots that we just looked at, which look amazing, but they look, as you said, they remind you of other things. This is a unique perspective of King's Landing. This is something like you haven't seen before with the dragon statue. It gives a more unique kind of vibe and helps differentiate while still giving you the same kind of vibe that they bring you, like the colors, the way they're shooting it with the dirt in the air. You can kind of feel the dirt of it all, but then you can see the Targaryens stamp all over all of it.
Put up Linda R in the building, rocking with us. And yeah, I think it might be one of the best pictures of the whole trailer, in all honesty. What is this? I don't know.
I was thinking the same thing.
I don't know what this thing is. I'm like, what is he grabbing?
Is it a glass eye?
Is it like a seal?
Is he Sammy Davis? Is
that Sammy Davis's glass eye?
It's Aegon. They're looking for an eye for Aegon.
Wait, is that Aegon's eye? Is that Aegon?
Is it Seal's eye? Is it Seal's eye? Is that what the song means?
Okay,
In the
that's my
bigger shot, they
ringtone.
all
Don't come
have
at my
them.
throat. My
No,
phone
I
started
love
ringing.
it. I was jamming.
Yeah, Alicia, I love that damn song. But that's the best thing about that Batman.
I was with a coworker and my phone went off and she's like, "Is that Seal?" And I was like, "It's been my favorite song since I was 6 years old. Leave me alone." Okay, all right, we're good.
It's either eye or
It's silent
egg.
now.
I mean, I can't. It's either eye and egg. It's I can't. I had no idea. I'm looking at it, and I don't.
You're gonna see it a
it's
couple more
too
times in the
round.
trailer.
Yeah, because there's like when they're like that shot of them all sitting at the table. Oh, maybe it's like like when the Night's Watch, they cast their ballots, they have like little different tokens for each like nominee.
That would be a big eye.
But I don't know I don't know what that is.
Yeah, we got
Like
Jackie C saying a marble for voting. It's a voting marble.
That's what
It's
I
the
thought
mic.
at first. It's a mic.
It's a
It
mic.
That
could be.
just
I
goes
mean,
to
I don't
show
know what the
rich.
hell it is. I have no
I'm
idea.
going with the big eye.
Whoever holds the eyeball has the floor to talk during the count. I have no
It's the
idea.
talking eyeball.
I like it.
But I will say what I do like is the jewelry. I like seeing them rocking jewels. We didn't see a lot of jewelry in Game of Thrones, and I think when you deal with royalty, you have to have jewelry. I just don't. They go hand in hand. It just doesn't make every royal person that you ever see in any picture from they always got some type of jewels. They rocking diamonds, rubies, whatever. But I like to see the jewelry on the finger here. I really do.
Tony, whenever you're ready, we do have a couple of voicemails.
All right, let's go through a couple of voicemails right now while we have a chance. I know Gray has to bounce soon, so let's go through some great voicemails real quick.
Okay, this is area. Oh, I'm not going to say the area codes because someone asked me not to, so I'm not sure which calls from them. So
What they come get you from the area code?
This is. I don't know. I saw that in the chat, so I'm going to respect it. But this is caller number 1.
Awesome. And I just had like a question. It's like
Can you raise it up a little? I saw from here.
Yeah, I think it's just a low connection on that one. Sorry, caller. Let's try this one right here.
Hey guys, it's Lord Corliss Whitefire calling from Chicago. I just wanted to know, do you guys think they're gonna cover all of Fire and Blood, or do you think they're gonna stop it like right as Aegon the III was crowned, and then there was like the Council of Regents? Because like on one hand, I get why it might seem a little bit more boring because there's like no dragons. But on the other hand, for me personally, reading that third act with Oakenfist, Bela, and Rhaena essentially pretty much carrying the rest of the story was so satisfying. And it was also really cool to see Westeros shift from like a dragon-centric sort of society to back to like, that normal, no dragons, like we gotta win through like conventional methods. And like to see Oakenfist go from like, okay, well like there's no dragons, but like at the same time, like I kind of run this shit now, so like I'm the star. Like, I don't know, personally for me it was just really cool. So I'm just curious what you guys think about it. All right, thanks guys. Bye.
All right, ladies, what do you think?
I think yeah. I was gonna say I think we talked about that earlier, so he probably called before we talked about that about them doing the whole Fire and Blood, and then when he finishes writing Fire and Blood Part 2, they're gonna do that too. This is their golden goose. They're gonna get as much out of it as they can, and I think depending on how successful this season is going to depend on how much more they're gonna do.
Yeah, they did say in the article, the Hollywood Reporter one, if this essentially, if the premiere gets the viewership, I don't know what the golden number they're looking for is, but if it hits it, they're ready to run very quickly. So I wouldn't be surprised if that we get the season 2 renewal announcement by the second episode at the latest. Honestly,
Yeah, it's their Marvel. It's HBO's Marvel universe. So
Yeah, as I said, we talked about a little bit. It's 4 seasons of this, and then when they're done with these 4 seasons, they may do Aegon's Conquest, maybe another 4 seasons of that, and then do another part. Now, I don't think there's a lot of parts to do. In all honesty, I don't that are TV worthy. I don't think, from what I've read, I don't see it all there. Like the Mago the Cruel stuff, I don't think translates that well on TV. Aegon's Conquest would be amazing. That works. So I would have to see what else he has to see how much they can actually get out of it and stuff.
maybe the Blackfire Rebellion, because I know that
that's what
I believe a Dunk and Egg series is in very early stages of development. So I think if they went from this, jump to the Blackfire Rebellion, then did a Dunk and Egg, I think that would be that all that up for people.
I wish that Dunk and Egg was a cartoon. I swear.
I do too.
I wish it was like Invincible.
Oh, like an anime?
Yeah,
that'd be fun.
Yeah, like Invincible. Do it just like Invincible.
I would live for that. I love Invincible.
Do it like.
Not to get super off trail, but I noticed that they have those marbles in front of them, all of them at this small council table. And right in the center, it looks like this. What is that, a hexagon? This hexagonal little house looks like there's a marble right in the middle there. So I think it might be like a voting thing.
That would make sense, because isn't this when they're talking about the succession?
Yeah.
They are talking about the succession here. I thought you were going to say something about WandaVision and Hexagon.
No bullshit. I did too for a second. It's exactly where my brain went. I was like, Hexagon was WandaVision.
Quinn is here. He says they could show a flashback of Valyria fall in the Aegon
I would love that.
They could do that.
I want to see.
Inject it into.
I want to see what happened, way before the conquest, not just like small time before the conquest. Anyway.
Aren't they working on one about the Golden Age, the Golden Empire?
Will the Nymeria stuff cover that?
Is it still in development?
Like
they got like a bunch of stuff.
I mean, because
they ain't playing.
They had beef with the frog. What was it? The turtle people they had beef with. They would have to show that.
Oh, the Turtle Wars. That would be dope.
Were they called the Turtle Wars?
Yeah, they're called the Turtle Wars. It's the wars on
the Rhoynar.
Rhoyne, the River Rhoyne.
The River Rhoyne.
Yeah, so that would be. So we talked about this picture, I guess, a little bit. Let's see if we can get.
Oh, one thing I wanted to say about that picture. Sorry. It looks like at this time, Viserys has already made up his mind that it's going to be Rhaenyra that's his heir. Because they talk about like how she sat at the base of the Iron Throne with him and how she was his cupbearer. And in this picture, and it was basically all parts of him grooming her to be ready to take over when he, has to step down or he dies or whatever. So she's there being his cupbearer and learning how these council.
And it's clearly after he sent Daemon away, because Daemon is not in on this council.
Yeah.
And we hear like he says, it's this Otto who says, we have a problem with succession. He's like, who? And then that's when we hear Corlys say he has a successor, Daemon. Like he said, he has somebody. He has a successor, Daemon should be it. And that's the beef is just really between, when it comes down to Otto, it's really this Daemon. Like that's he must have fucked his daughter, because he don't want this dude on the throne. Like he hates him for some reason, and that could be the only reason I could see that him hating him is that he must have piped his daughter down.
What about if it was his wife?
Did he pipe his what?
Piped his wife instead.
Did he really?
Her Otto's wife?
I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I was throwing out theories.
Listen,
I his wife rather than Allison.
As somebody, I've never had a wife, but I had a girlfriend, and I do have a daughter. I'd be more mad if someone slept with my daughter than my girlfriend. I really would.
I bet he slept with Alicent, and when Otto found out about it, he probably tried to get Daemon to. They might play with timeline a little bit. He might have tried to get Daemon to marry Alicent, and Daemon probably absolutely refused, and probably said something super insulting. So that could be why Otto.
For 5 seconds, I was
Daemon
like,
besmirched her honor.
yeah, for 5 seconds, I was like, ooh, what if he took the Lord's right to the first? I was like, oh, wait, no, that was abolished already by that point.
Phil, you want to play the next voicemail? Then we have another one.
You're muted.
You're muted, Mike. Or you're not Mike. Your Phil is muted, Mike.
Your mic is muted, Phil. Here we go. Let's try. Let's see.
Hi, sorry I couldn't, the connection was bad last time, but my name is Mikasa, and I'd rather not say my area code, but I just wanted to ask is how come Jaehaerys did not implement a law where his daughters or future female heirs or females could inherit the throne, since he put into place the Targaryen exceptionalism law because he had friends in the high, I think in the church and stuff like that. Thanks. Bye.
His wife died.
Yeah,
actually, I was gonna say I have a good answer to that. I was talking about it with somebody. They had messaged me on Instagram, and we were talking about it. Jaehaerys, when he took the technically, if it went by primogeniture, his sister Rhaena or Rhaena's children, the two girls, Baela, Arya, and I forgot the other one's name, Baela, whatever. Their kids, they would have essentially been first in because they were his elder brother's children. Which is kind of the same problem Rhaenys runs into when Viserys gets chosen over her, because technically she's the eldest brother's child. So I think it would bring his own rights to rule into question if he kind of established that a little bit later. But I think they also should have made it clear, because they say precedent, they don't say actual law. So it's not illegal for Rhaenyra to inherit. It's just preferred.
Yeah, I think Jaehaerys, when you say why didn't Jaehaerys, well, most of the stuff that the progressive stuff that was done under Jaehaerys was actually his wife, was actually Queen Alicent's doing, or Queen Alicent's doing. But also I feel like Jaehaerys didn't want a woman to inherit as well. It's kind of what Ara's saying, because believe me, he knew the Lords of Westeros weren't gonna go for that, because if they go for a woman can inherit the Iron Throne, then that means their daughters are now eligible to inherit what their sons were gonna inherit. So he knew I feel like he knew what the outcome was gonna be.
Yeah, his wife had a lot to do with a lot of his stuff. I mean, as you talked about, this kid, he seemed to me as someone who just wanted to get along with everybody too. He was afraid to put his foot down too. It seems like when it came down to it, So I would, that would be the reason why I would give why he wouldn't do that. But no, you don't have to give your area code. I'd say rep your hood. You can just give your city. So that's good to know where you're calling from, or your state, or something like that. You know what I mean? To rep your hood. Or you don't want to do city, you could do the state. I think it's a great shot right here.
This tourney looks awesome.
This tourney, it looks like the best one that we've seen. I mean, compared to when you compare this to Game of Thrones and the Mountain, and doing his jousting, for who was that for? Was that for Joffrey or was for Robert?
No, it was for Robert. I mean,
it was for Ned. It was for Ned.
Yeah,
it was Ned. It was for Ned, right? Ned Stark coming down. That looked like it was in my backyard compared to this.
Yeah.
Budget. That's the only thing I was saying.
It looks like this new tourney ground is outside of the dragon pit, because you can see the dragon pit behind. So I wonder, where they talked about the Mad King,
it probably got destroyed.
Caches. I wonder where they talk about the Mad King put all those caches of wildfire. Do you think that, because they say the dragon pit is what is it, cavernous? Do you think it goes all the way underground into this tourney hall, like to this tourney? You think there's like tunnels all under there, kind of like Crypts of Winterfellish?
Probably.
I think
hope
so too.
Yeah, I think we're going to explore that and learn more about underneath all
King's
the tunnels.
Landing,
Yeah,
yeah.
I absolutely think we'll learn that there's a whole like Disney-like system under there where there's just tunnels everywhere.
And it all
Yeah.
builds up to Blood and Cheese
Yeah.
using those tunnels.
Do you think Blood and Cheese is their red wedding moment for this
Yes,
series?
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
Ooh,
don't know.
that's a good-
You know,
we were
honestly, I
talking about
they
that.
could get away with not doing Blood and Cheese because there comes such a risk with the audience having such a viscerally negative response to it. Like, obviously, none of us are like, yes, child murder, let's go. But I mean, there are certain shows where you lose your audience because they put a little too much.
Yeah.
But they've already
the
done it.
actual-
They've already done it.
Yeah. I mean,
They
Ollie
did
got
it
hung.
on they killed Robert's bastard baby on Game of Thrones, and they killed like a whole bunch of Robert's children, but Bera,
I know, but I'm
was the
saying
baby.
people might get infanticide fatigue, and there's
Yeah.
that risk. Plus, when it comes
just
down to
was-
it, you could go without Blood and Cheese.
Honestly, I know
I
me and
don't
you were
think
talking about
so.
this beforehand, and yeah, only reason why I don't think so is it's the tit for tat. That was like kind of that last straw, like, that real final last straw. So it's kind of hard because it's like, what do you do to replace it?
Yeah, I don't necessarily think they're gonna show us like.
Yeah, I don't think we're.
I think it's gonna be like a cut scene, like they did with Robert Baratheon's bastard baby. I think it's gonna kind of be like that, where you know what happened. You don't need to see it to know what happened.
Oh,
No,
I don't
you
think
need-
they'll show
You
it.
don't have to actually show it. You could just show the blood splatter.
Yeah,
You could show the actual motion and then the blood splatter. You know,
Yeah,
they may make a. I don't want to give away everything. I'm not going to say, but I won't say who she is. They may give her the Theon role when Sansa was getting raped, and have her look like Theon when it's going down or something like that. You see it
Yeah.
from her face or something like that. Maybe that's what it is.
That's what I was thinking, kind of like the because I was talking about with Alicia beforehand. They used to do like those bonus the season DVDs where it would be like the needed versions of the history and lore.
Mm-hmm.
So if you go on YouTube, there's actually it's like 20 minutes long, and actually it's like an anime voiceover characters. The voiceover from different actors from like the Game of Thrones series, like talking about the Dance of Dragons. So when they get to that, they show it from not mentioned person's point of view. Like they just show her, or like her actual reaction. They don't show the deed.
As Khaleesi Clue said, they butchered Robb Stark's pregnant wife in the show. You're correct. They did show the pregnant belly getting stabbed. So,
Just because
they're
they've
willing
shown
to
it
do that.
before doesn't mean that audiences aren't absolutely sick of it. That's my point.
All right,
I'm not saying like, oh, they'll never do it because they've done it. I'm saying audiences might just get it's gratuitous.
I feel, and we've seen that with the TNA, right? In the first couple of seasons, TNA was good, but people started getting mad. Like that's all you're concentrating on was a lot of TNA, right? So I could definitely see a situation like what you're saying come about like that.
I'm so innocent when you said TNA. I'm like Turner Broadcasting. Like my brain went to. Are we talking about a new TBS station? Oh, I'm like, oh.
Let's just say B&B. We say B&B, boobs and booty. Are we allowed to say B&B?
It just took me a second. My mind.
Let's say B&B, boobs and booty. All right. Let's just say that. I like that. I made that up, so let's go with that. Here we see Damon in his armor. I more importantly to me is the horse's armor.
Looks okay.
I like the horse's armor. I don't like his helmet at all, but I do like the horse's armor.
I love it. I think it's sick.
What? His helmet?
All of it is so extra.
It is extra. There's no doubt it's extra. He definitely looks black up in here. Without a doubt.
Pageantry,
Is that? I mean, I think, as I said, as long as he doesn't go out and battle with it, it's fine. It's no way this is protecting you.
Yeah, I agree with what you were saying earlier. He's dressing up for the tournament. This is his tournament garb. He's not going in real battle with this.
No. We see him in the real. We get a picture of him in real battle, and I don't think he's wearing this when he's in the real battle.
Pageantry.
And
Okay,
listen,
so Edric Storm is in the chat. He said that horse's
that.
armor made my ovaries explode.
Quinn says the horse armor looks very fantasy. I think I think he looks kind of. I like the horse's armor. I was about the horse. The horse looked great. I like the horse. The horse armor look great. You don't see that a lot. These horse armors and everything else. But I don't mind the Targaryens being flashy. They deserve to be. They're the kid. They should be. If anyone's gonna be extra, it's got to be them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's no doubt. They need to be as extra as it gets. I think this is what I used for the thumbnail. This picture. I think it's a gorgeous picture of her, and I like the costuming on her. And I wish I had Heidi here to talk about this. But I like the costuming on this. I feel like I'm influenced by Costume Co. here. But I do.
The first time I saw the dress, it was.
I'm done.
The first time I saw the dress, it was from behind, and I just saw that high collar. So I wasn't the biggest fan. I was a little unhappy with the direction that I thought costume was going to go. But now that I see it from the front, I do think it's a very beautiful dress. I think it does make her look very powerful without overdoing it.
I like it looks almost like a ruff, like Elizabethan ruff. So it kind of gives me like that Elizabeth I regal kind of.
The only thing I would say is I don't like the mixture of gold and silver. I think they should, or platinum, whatever. They should have kept.
Oh, the jewelry, right?
Yeah, they shouldn't have had gold earrings with the platinum necklace. I would have had platinum on both. Me personally,
I bet someone gave her that necklace.
You think that necklace is from Kristen?
Well, that's the only.
Isn't this when she really falls in love with him after she's seen him kick Damon's ass?
Like, yes,
yep,
yes.
Because we see him get knighted later on, and he gets knighted because of this ass kicking that he puts on him. So I think this is when she starts to like swoon for him. So I don't know if he would be the one to do it.
It could have been from Damon because he's always doted on Rhaenyra. When he decided to start doting on her to groom her, we don't really know, but he's always doted on her. So it could have been from her or him.
I think it might have had to do once she was named heir. The heir. He was kind of like plotting.
Yeah.
Could have been. I think she looks gorgeous here. I think it's a great look for her, and I like it. That's all I can say. All I can say is I like it, and everything else like that. The next picture here, I like even better. So this is Laenor, right? Laenor, Valerion, and her. And
he is definitely looking at her like he does not like women, but he has to marry her. I mean, look, which tells me he's going to be a great actor.
Why am I here?
Glean all that just from one shot.
Who did that? All right, Jesus, I didn't do that.
You did.
You're putting it on me. I did. Sorry.
It was Duke.
He's looking at her like, but it's all right. Let's think about this. Is he Renly, where it's, that's all he can do? Or is he bisexual?
Side note, I agree with Jackie.
My big request about Laenor is that they don't give him the Renly or the Loras Tyrell treatment, because Loras is a pretty fleshed out enough character in the books. In the show, every single scene he was in revolved around him being gay, and that made him kind of like a gay caricature, which I did not feel like that was fair. I don't think that was good representation. So I hope that they give Laenor, they flesh him out a lot more than just gay,
Yeah, agreed. I think this is in Rhaenyra, like Jackie said, discussing the terms of their open relationship.
Yeah. I also kind of like the fact how Corlys and Rhaenys like set themselves up to be Like they're like, all right, it's either gonna be Daemon or Rhaenyra that ascends the throne. So let's marry our son to her and our and our daughter to him. Like I feel like they're just like checking all the boxes.
Oh, can I answer Paulo Roberto's comment real quick about wearing a mop on his head?
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah, so I've personally I've done faux locks before in my own head. I don't have a picture to show you guys. So there's a method of doing it where you essentially some hair to individually crochet into different locks, like we see with Steve Toussaint's character that plays Lord Corlys. His looks like it's shaded in. This looks like it's just that's why it looks like that. So that's the short answer of it. I will say some of these wigs do need a little improvement of that.
I will say it's that if when I interview one of these cast members, I one of my questions will be about the wigs. I will say I'll bring up something about these wigs and see what's going on with all these wigs for all these characters because they all gotta wear them and stuff. So we shall see. This is Damon with the City Watch here. And you know, I again, you could see here he doesn't have the
wings on it.
The wings, so you could see that was just for the tournament. The wings. He's just there in his regular guy because obviously it's not practical.
Yeah, that was far more functionable. Like that looked like a real that would actually help in a battle, not just for pageantry.
Yeah, it does. It does. Good shot. It's a good shot. All right, this is with Corlys Valerian, and this is when he says he has an heir, and this is when he says Daemon Targaryen. It's his heir. And let me say thank you for the super chat. We love you, Kiki, the infamous Kiki. Hey, people, love you. We love you too. Thank you for the super chat. We truly appreciate it. 1069. I know you had to get the 69 in there. But I like 69. I'm about that life. So. All right. I know that Gray has to leave. I know he has to leave. She has to leave. So I'm not going to keep her any longer than she has to be here. Again, thank you for showing up. Obviously, we're going to keep going on until we're done. But Gray, thank you for let me just put this back here so everyone can see all of us. There we go. Thank you for showing up and rolling with us. I truly appreciate it. It ain't the same without you.
Thanks for having me. Make sure you guys check out Direwolf City. We are gonna have Tony and hopefully Phil on. We're gonna be doing streaming on Mondays, like an after show. It's gonna be lit. Breakdowns will be out already. So whatever questions you got, bring them to us. Thanks, Tony, so much for having me on. I miss you guys, and we're back. We're back. House of the Dragon is back. All right, guys, in the chat.
Hold on. Before you go, I want to shout you out real quick. She also just dropped a breakdown video. Check out the trailer. So.
Definitely check out Gray Area's channel and definitely subscribe to Direwolf City, the channel, the YouTube channel. Definitely do that. Don't not do. Let's get these girls to 1,000 so they can start earning that money. And we're gonna get up in there. You know what I mean? And super chats are not accepted, but they're never rejected. So make sure you give these girls some super chats up in there. They do great work. And every Monday after the show, they're gonna be up in there doing their thing.
And before you go again, MJ, live on Sunday, our full-time return until the season starts will be live Sunday at 7:30 on the Direwolf City channel. So check that out.
And please, mods, put the Direwolf City channel in the if you can in there again. I know Alicia did it once. Thank you again, and thank you for rocking with us. Really appreciate it.
Bye, guys. Thanks for having me.
Bye.
Bye, Greg.
And then there were 4. Quinn, thank you for the super chat. You're so generous. I'll be going now. Hope you all are doing good. Now, thank you, Quinn. We're doing great. Thank you for stopping by, man. We truly appreciate it, man. That is what's up and everything else. So we are still going on here. It's like old times, all of us hanging out. Oh, why is that? That's not what I meant to do. Right. There we go. That's like old times, all of us hanging out together. It's like we haven't done this in such a long time. I missed this stuff. You know all that. All right. So this is what I said. This is Corlys Valerian. This is when he says he has an heir. Daemon Targaryen. And it shows you the sides that we see, who's down with each other. I guess is what they're trying to show you, who's rocking with each other and everything else. And listen, he looks amazing right here in this picture and on all the shots. You know what I mean? And anyone who says this man should not be playing this role as an idiot. You're straight up. And got no love for you at all. He's just
Agreed.
I just think he's gonna kill this role. Y'all see it. Yeah, wait till I can't wait till when he killed this role. People are like, oh, it was wrong. Like, he is doing a good job. I can't wait till you see it. It's the same thing that people, you didn't think Sam Jackson should be Nick Fury, but now all you know is Nick Fury is Sam Jackson. You don't even know the eye patch white dude that was in the comic books anymore. You can't even picture his face. And that's what's going to be with this situation right here when it's all said and done.
Yeah, he just even in the trailers of what we've seen of him just exudes that Lord Corlys bass energy. I can't wait. I'm so excited to see him on our screens. He's gonna do so good.
No doubt about it. And then what are we going now? This is Rhaenyra. No, this is Daemon walking down with the City Watch standing next to him. That's when they beat their chest and beat the.
It's just us, Tony.
Huh?
It's just us, Tony. They can't see the picture.
Why?
I don't know. I don't know what you pressed.
No, not that one.
There you go.
I'm sorry. When I do that, I had to leave screen and stuff, and I guess I'm hitting something by accident. Yeah, this is Daemon. I guess he's walking down with the City's Watch, right there. This is when they beat their chest. We can all see the picture still. And this is his brother. This is when his brother says, "I'm not going to choose between my daughter or my brother. I can't make this choice." I mean, if you're the king, this is your job to make that choice, right? I mean, this is what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to make this choice. I mean, so I to me, it's not a hard choice to make. I wouldn't even, I think I'm picking my daughter over my brother. This is my daughter. Done deal. It's over. This is nothing really to talk about here and stuff. But again, this is a king who just wants to be down with everybody and wants to be liked by everybody. He doesn't want to do anything. Do we have any 9-10 minute voicemails?
Yeah, we have. Let's play this one right here, and then we do have a shorter.
Look at that. That was a right hand I seen come to the cheek. I seen it.
Let's play this one for now.
Hi, this is Mikasa again. This is a follow up to the first question. Is what Zebra was saying is actually no, not Zebra. Gray Area. She was saying is that Jaehaerys didn't want his kingship challenged. Why? But he used the excuse of them being Valyrians and not Andals to make the Targaryen exceptionalism law. So he probably could have used the exact the same excuse to say that since we're not Andals, we are Valyrians and we ride dragons and girls ride dragons and stuff. Why can't we do it like that? But in my opinion, he was just sexist and misogynist. And yeah, bye.
Agreed. But Corlys uses that later down the line. I'm not going to say exactly when. I guess I don't want to get too spoilery, even though I've said a lot of spoilers already from the book. But there is a matter of rewarding certain people, certain holdings. I'm not saying who the individuals are. However, Corlys kind of says well, if we give it to the girls, then that's going to make all the lords upset, and you can get away with it because you're a Targaryen, Rhaenyra. So I agree. It's misogyny, unfortunately. It's a lot of misogynist bullshit. Yeah.
I'm with you 100% on that. I'm maybe going to say anything different. This is this is the knighting of Kristen Cole, right? At this particular time, I think that's what this is. Do you think he's hit it at this time, or you think he's not yet?
I think this might be when he's joining the King's Guard, so maybe right before. I mean, he kind of gives her that look, like the "Hey, boo, I see you." I just peeped. That's Rhaenys up top. She's watching down. I just don't know why I just realized that in the upper left-hand corner, like kind of over.
Yep, she is up here, right all the way up here.
Yeah,
she's right there. And what's on the table? It's like a chessboard. They got pieces. They got a dragon piece there. I know this is a dragon right here, and this looks maybe House Tarly. Looks like somebody with a bow.
Yeah.
And this right here. This is maybe a weirwood tree, maybe in the middle. I'm not sure.
It does look like a gambling platform or something. I know it's not that, but it looks like somebody's sitting behind there playing blackjack or something.
Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4,
Alicia,
5, 6.
You're muted for some reason. I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't hear you either. Maybe your mic. You might have pressed it on your mic. Yeah.
Oh, I was wondering because I was sitting there talking and I'm like, okay, I guess I'll get ignored. Yeah, no, I was going to say I'm noticing that hexagon shape again.
I was going to say there's 6 tokens there, and there's one that's open. So I think it's for the Kingsguard.
Oh, okay. Well,
and there's that open seat. So maybe those are for like each person in the Kingsguard, because maybe that's
because that's the same hexagonal shape as in the small council with the marbles.
Maybe that's
the centerpiece of. So,
but these definitely. So this is definitely a dragon, right? Right here.
Or
looks like
eagle,
a hawk
maybe
or an eagle, falcon.
Oh, all right. It could be. You're right. It could be eagle or vacal. Maybe you're right. And this is Tarl. This is a bow. A guy with a bow, right?
Yeah.
So
that's maybe literally just a solid block on next to the Tarl.
Yeah. That maybe that represents the wall. Who knows? I don't know what that is. I'm just trying to figure. There's one that maybe she moves that piece over to the outside to say that. I don't know what it is. It's something though, but I can't tell. But I like the details to it. But I can't tell what that is. I have no idea.
I want them. I know that.
Yeah, I would definitely have them on my set. Looking here. And do we know where this is taking place at?
Okay, but listen, those are the same flags. Those are the same banners as the pieces that we saw.
You think so?
Hexagonal. Yeah. Yeah,
right.
Because there's a falcon.
The falcon.
There's a huntsman in the exact same spot. Interesting.
Oh, this is definitely the courtyard in the Red Keep, like Cersei read Littlefinger for filth.
Mm-hmm.
So look at the placements here.
So all right, let's look at the block. We see the block. Let's go forward if we can see what the block.
Yeah,
the block would be this one right here, and we can't tell. This is Tarly right here. We just see Tarly there.
Mm-hmm.
We can't see the block right there. You're definitely correct. This is right here. The Valken, that was the other one, and they are in the right. And this one, yep, you're 100% correct. At least you win. You win that one. That's 100%. You got that prize. 100%.
I mean, all I do is win. I'm used to it, so.
All I do is win, no matter what. You definitely won that one without a shadow of a doubt. Without a doubt, you picked that one apart.
I wonder why those particular. Okay, I know he's going to be despicable, but he's one of the few white men that can get it in this shot. I'm just saying.
Is he white? Is he white?
Be.
Skin's a little dark.
I don't know. He kind of looks white. He
is spicy white. I don't know.
Fabian is his name.
Fabian Frankel. Oh my God.
Frankel. It sounds a little.
Frankel.
Sounds a little something.
I'll just leave it in the chat.
I think he's the. I mean, obviously they want him. I don't think he's the Jamie Lannister of the series, but I think he is the Jamie Lannister
He's
of the
French.
series.
French.
He's French.
So am I. So
he was born in. Well, he's English and French.
Yeah. White. Then yeah. Well, he's white.
That doesn't necessarily mean white, I guess. But.
Whatever.
This is definitely. I don't think they've smashed yet. This is definitely sexual.
Like pre-smash.
That's pre-coitus.
Yeah,
it's pre-coitus.
Pre-coitus.
Definitely pre-coitus look right there.
Yeah, like I'm gonna smash you.
Yeah, I want it.
I'm gonna smash you. And then she has the hands behind her back saying, "Yeah, you
Girl, I'm
are."
gonna smash you like I smashed your uncle's shield, baby.
She's got her hands behind her back, like she don't want to touch herself because she's got to hold herself back from doing it.
Yeah. Oh wait, I wonder if these are contenders for like a vacancy for the Kingsguard, because I'm assuming this is when he becomes a member of the Kingsguard.
Yeah, it would have to be, I think.
But
You're
in the
right.
background, none of them are wearing white cloaks either. So that's why I feel like maybe they're voting on who they'll choose. I mean,
I think it's not when he won the tournament, and that's the reason why he gets on the Kingsguard.
So he wins it, and they kind of like just noted his name, but they had to wait for somebody like to die. And then
Yes, yeah, but he's not dead yet because he's right here.
Oh, I think. Oh shit! Maybe they're gonna change around like when he dies. Maybe they'll just like kill off somebody else. I don't know.
They may do. Yeah, they're gonna change some things around, I think.
The only reason why I say that is because I know like we have the twins that are Kingsguard, and none of
already. We get a good shot here.
Mom and Dad.
Our mama and our papa.
Let me know when you're ready for another voicemail, Tony.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Okay, let's get out. We did have some 10-minute message, but we have I think a 2-minute and 44-second version of this message. Let's play this one.
Let's go for it.
I think this is the one. This does talk a little bit about potential leaks, so if anyone's sensitive to that, please.
I don't want to hear leaks.
Okay, let's see where this goes.
Hi there, this is the Dragon Demands from the New York area. I just wanted to say that a lot of leaks were confirmed by this trailer, and I didn't originate these leaks, even though I did report on some of them, such as that.
Okay, we're not going to play the leaks right now. If you're curious of the leaks and want to go back just to be sensitive to people, but a lot of the leaks that potentially happened were confirmed according to the message.
From the trailer, from the deck.
Yes, sorry, I'm just being extra careful with playing the message just in case some people are listening.
Well, I just said I don't want to hear leaks.
Exactly. So, I was saying you were one. And then you were the one.
Jackie C is saying, "Send them right to me." She's about to leak life. If you're about that leak life, you know what I mean. Definitely hit it. And everything. I don't know if the leaks are that bad or if they're not, but. Co-host doesn't want to hear it, and we're not going to force her to hear anything that she doesn't want to hear. All right, so this is after the Battle of the Stepstones, correct? And he has been crowned king of the Stepstones in this picture right here.
I love this shot because he's looking down like, bitch.
His hair's mad short in this one too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't realize it was him.
Oh, we lost one.
Oh no.
We got to start talking about WandaVision now. It's
yeah, gang's all here. Yeah. Hexagons and everything.
Hexagons everywhere. It's meant to be at this point. But you're right.
The overlap of it's a metaverse.
The metaverse this is a different version. You see the short hair. This is definitely a different time period.
Yeah, this is definitely after he's done the Battle of the Stepstones, has been crowned king of the Stepstones. And is she? Oh, there she is. All right,
no, I don't know what happened. My computer just shut off like randomly. All right. Little technical difficulty.
Yeah. So we're talking. This is Dame after the Battle of the Stepstones.
Oh yeah, because the crown on his head and stuff like that.
So he's gonna basically take the crown off his hand and hand it to his brother, right?
Yes.
Pretty positive.
Seems like it. But they they clearly think he's about to be aggressive, which is why.
Yeah, well, they like, don't get too close, boy. And put that sword right in your chest. Like, yo, I'm the king's brother. You putting a sword in my chest. Who you think you are, bro?
And meanwhile, he's like, you know who I am.
And these extras in the back are nothing but extra. I don't see anyone there important. This guy looks like George R. R. Martin, though, right here. Right here. Like
or Maester Paisel.
George was in the first one. Maybe he's got something else going on. I do like this shot, though. This is a great. And again, Graham McTavish alive and chilling. I do like this. It's a really good shot, and I like this King's Guard armor. I didn't like it when I first seen it, but I do like it now.
I think the helmets are stupid. It's like a ripoff of Magneto.
It is 100%.
Oh my god, I can't unsee that now.
It's
just
100% Magneto's helmet. There's no
it does
doubt.
look like
about
Magneto's helmet.
it. It is. It is. There's no doubt about it. But George R. Martin was a fan of Marvel, you know, so it makes sense that he would take something from Marvel. He loved Marvel.
But it does lend to what you were saying, Tony, about practicality.
Mhm.
Like they're the King's Guard; they can't be running around and
You can't have wings in your helmet, right? You can't have that, you know. But I do like the shot. I think it's an amazing shot. I really. What up to OTDA in the building, man? I haven't seen OTDA in a while. A lot of people I ain't seen LMR in a long time. OTDA, haven't seen them. Glad that you're back here. All right, this is Lisa's favorite character right here that we see. The light shining on her right here.
I don't hate her. I just think that.
Would you cosplay her though?
No, she's. No.
I don't hate it, but I ain't gonna
cosplay anyone. If I were to cosplay anyone, it would probably be Ariane Martell.
All right.
I'll say Lena or the twins are on my list.
That's what you would do, Lena or the twins?
Yeah.
I was gonna say Lena.
I'm just having blonde hair.
I think people have to be told that I'm half black in order to see it. So I don't want people that don't know to see me and be like, "Oh, you're appropriating," you know.
I mean, that doesn't really matter when it's a cosplay, because I mean, shit, people be like Ahsoka.
I don't know how anyone
Ruta from Star Wars, who's an alien, you know. Sorry.
Yeah, I would only be Corley's if I'm going as Corley's, and I ain't going as no one else, and that's it. It's done. Done. That's it. Teflon Valerian. This is the way. This is the way.
Valerian gang, we're here.
That's it. We're here. We ain't going nowhere. We ain't going nowhere. I mean, she's got a little fur here on her sides and everything. This is, I don't like her. So it's hard for me. It's hard for me to say anything, but I just don't like her.
Honestly, I think what's gonna bother me is how they're playing up Rhaenyra and Alicent to be like friends, which I don't mind them being like friends because it kind of makes sense. They're
more than that.
Yeah, potentially more than that. Potentially more than that.
Well, when Emily did that live stream,
yeah,
on her Instagram or something, she said that her and Millie is what's the name of the other girl?
Yeah,
they definitely played up some sapphic undertones.
Like I don't think they're getting tattoos like Arya, like Macy and Arya and Sansa. I don't think they're getting tattoos together.
I guess my thing is
wait, we have a question we have to take here right here. This is very important. Tony, have you been to the gym? Might be too buff for Corley's man. You know, hey. You're correct. I have been to the gym multiple times, and maybe I am. No, he's a big dude. I think he's 6'1". 6'1". So you know, he's not a small guy and stuff like that. I don't think he's bigger than I think you give him. You may have seen and stuff, but I think he's around 6'1". But yeah, you know, I could be a little something. You see, you know, you see the pec flex. I don't have to keep giving it to you, but thank you very much. You know, yes, you're right.
With you. Oh, the thing I was saying was I would just be mad if I was Rhaenyra. If you're my friend and you're trying to sit there and sleep with my daddy, that would really bother me. Like I will not like you. Like, where's the sweet friends? Why are you talking to my dad like that?
I'm sorry. Let's be honest here. Rhaenyra would be a bit audacious to throw stones because she's about to marry and bang her uncle. So I mean, there's only so much judging that can go on.
Honestly, if I'm seeing sapphic undertones, I wanted to see it with Lena and Rhaenyra. Like I thought we were gonna get our little poly couple between the three of them. Like I wanted it, and I hope we get it. We still might. I don't know, but
this was the bridge. I thought that the dragon was coming over.
This is a wide shot.
I was wrong about what I said earlier. Yeah.
Oh, I just realized. Is that the same sun from that first shot that we saw where we saw the dragon wing, like the two dragons?
Yes. Or it could just be the way Dragonstone is all the time. Just dreary.
Probably. That makes sense.
Now, what up to Jess Britt? I didn't see you in there. What up to you? Try to say what up to everybody. What up to Chris Smalls? What up to Edric Storm in the building? What up to everybody here rocking with us, doing all this? I said Vince Harper, but let me say what up to my man Vince Harper. He deserves to get twice. It's my motherfucking man right there. Right there. You know what I mean? But yeah, we've seen this in the trailer already. We've already talked about these scenes. So we're gonna skim through them his beard looks very rough from what we've seen. He looks rough here. Who is this Septon that is here? I mean, the other picture we seen was Septon, in the was that Septon Barth in the Great Council shot?
I was wondering because he's supposed to be dead by that point, but I think they might retcon it just to please fans.
Just to put him in there, just to stick him in there.
Tony, could you go back to the previous image for 1 second?
Yes, I can.
What you were saying about the beard, I like that it's ragged. It shows it's. I mean, I know we're in a fantasy world, but still, like it shows it a little bit more accurate to what a beard would look. It's not all perfect, like a perfectly crafted beard. I kind of like that.
He doesn't have a 5 blade.
Yeah, he doesn't look like he has a makeup and a hair person.
I was about to say it exposes him as a broke ass bitch.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I like it.
Oh, there's your boy, and on the light. This is probably this is probably the scene where he gets naked on her right now.
Better Mize.
Isn't she also saying she's got that look?
Yeah, because
I need them to say her age in the show. I need her to say I'm 18 or something. I need to hear it.
Doesn't matter in universe to them. It matters to us, but I mean, like the men in the universe, they do not care as long as they're quote unquote flowered. They're quite disgusting like that. So her age isn't going to matter to the characters.
Yeah. Also with this scene, I think the voiceover, if I'm not mistaken, is when she's like, "Oh, do you think they'll accept me as queen?" So I'm pretty sure he's gonna say some like flowery words, and then they're gonna do the do.
Now, how long?
Ironic. He's gonna say something very ironic to how things end up playing, like the role he plays in the future.
Oh, I know.
Now, how long do you think until they get to grown up Rhaenyra? Do you think it's going to be 5 episodes, 4 episodes of her like this?
I think they're going to interchange the 2 timelines back and forth.
They're not actually. They already said it. So it's going to be it's essentially going to take place season 1's going to take place within, I think it's like a 10-year time jump in between, but the first half is going to be in chronological order. By mid-season, then they're going to do a 10-year jump. So by episode 4 or 5, they're gonna jump. I read the articles, baby.
I know. I just
interesting. I wonder if they'll do. I mean, maybe not bounce back and forth, but give you when they're in the post 10-year jump, they give you flashbacks or quick images from past stuff that they shot or they have in the tank. I could see them doing that, but or hopefully they'll do that because there's probably more than just 5 episodes could be told in the early timeline.
I agree. I think they might do some flashbacks.
Say something negative.
Yeah.
Her wig is not like, I'm not feeling it. It's not really giving me joy. And especially in this scene, I'm just like, ugh.
I have been saying this. Can we please reach out to Tokyo Styles or Arrogant Tay or somebody from Instagram that knows how to lay wigs to lay the wigs for HBO? Like, I'm pretty positive they can.
Okay, but listen, though, it makes sense.
They're just not hiring the right people to do the wigs. I'm just going to put it bluntly. They're not getting the quality lace fronts, and they're not hiring the right people to lay it.
You got to have, you got to have the right person. I mean, you can't just because you are in Hollywood and you do this doesn't mean you're an expert wig layer. There's people who are masters at this craft. And they should have brought in someone that's what they do. That's how they know how to do that.
Like a theater person that's like a hair mistress of some kind or master.
Let's get a black woman out there. I'm trying to tell you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Baby hairs.
I mean, you got. I mean, if you got to get someone to do braids, you get a black woman to do braids. I mean, this is what you do, man. This is what it is.
Yeah.
All right, so this is when right here. This is when he just decides I'm going with my daughter. Everybody must bow to her and pledge fealty to her. We've seen this before, another trailer, so we won't stick on it. This is when she's told that it doesn't matter what your father said, you ain't taking the throne no matter what. They'll burn the realm to the floor before they allow you.
She's wearing that necklace again that she's wearing in the tourney.
So you're thinking this is the Kristen Cole
I think
necklace.
someone gave her that. I don't know who gave her the necklace, but I'm thinking someone gave it to her. It's the only reason I can think of that professionals would costume that silver and like the silver necklace with the gold earrings.
I have a theory. What if it belonged to her mom?
Could have.
Yep.
Because she does lose her mom at a young age, and that would make sense that she might.
So I think that necklace has significance to her. Because this is the second time I've seen her wearing it this trailer.
Oh my God, I just realized there is a shot in this trailer where she's, I think, either being handed the necklace or she hands the necklace to somebody later on, now that I'm thinking about it.
Let me see, bro. Man.
I love her.
Okay, can we talk about mom in this shot? Can we talk about mom in this shot? Like, this is, I don't know why, but this exact still was my favorite part of the entire trailer. Because you just know Eve Best is about to play the hell out of Rhaenys Targaryen. She's going to make everybody absolutely fall in love with her more so than we are in the books. And she's just so, you can tell she's just the boss. I don't know. I just love this still so much. You can tell she has a very powerful presence.
She does. And you know why and she has a powerful presence while still being very feminine. All right. And I think a lot of times when they play on women and they try to make women seem like they're powerful, they try to give them man attributes. And it's not necessary. You can be a very powerful woman and still be very feminine at the same time. And I think that's what she pulls off here. And that's why I like it myself.
I agree wholeheartedly. And if we look at what they're both wearing, this seems to follow that scene that we just saw of what looks like Kristen Cole being selected for the Kingsguard or whatever that is in that courtyard, because she's wearing a blue dress as well. So I'm assuming this follows right after it.
Plus Rhaenyra is wearing that white dress she was wearing in the courtyard. But I think that the reason Rhaenyra is going to listen to Rhaenys as much as she does and not just, shake her off as some hater is Rhaenys knows more than anyone how they pass over women for the Iron Throne. This is the fact that she
should be queen. I mean, this shouldn't be a debate. She should have been queen and done. That's the bottom line. It's really no debate here. She should have been queen. This should have been done. This whole shit should have never happened. And that's the bottom line. And that's it. And she was passed up by a disgusting margin. Just because she's a woman. There's no other reason they gave. No, she's not qualified. She's a woman. So she doesn't deserve to get it. And that's just the bottom line.
Do you think they'll talk about how she's half Baratheon in the show?
It'll most likely come up when we get to like the Storm's End stuff, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
All right. It's the first look in the trailer that we see of Emma D. And here rocking. It's the necklace. Is it the same necklace?
No, it's a different necklace.
A different one.
Yeah. That looks like so. I'm not a huge fan of this particular costume. There were some costumes that they were wearing that was really serving. This is not one of them. I think it might be her so-called mourning gown at a certain funeral that takes place in the teasers prior.
It could be.
It could
be.
Because they do kind of simplify their garb.
Yes, we do have we have a couple, but this is a quick and easy one here. This is from Angie, I believe.
Hey guys, this is Angie calling from Cali. I just want to know what you guys are looking forward to the most.
Simple question. For me, looking forward to the most before they can get into more specifics, as I'm a little bit going into this a little bit more naked. I'm just looking forward to getting back into the swing of Westeros, watching it every week, getting to talk to people about it, and getting some good stuff that George is connected more to. So I'd say for me, it's more of a generalized kind of thing that I'm looking forward to, just getting back into this world. And just there's been so much discussion for it since the last full season of Game of Thrones that we've seen. To see another show is it's awesome, and I can't wait to get to it.
I like Hugh Hammer, so I want to get to that point where Hugh Hammer and them is in it. Me personally,
the dragon seats.
Yeah, I like that part more than any. I think that's the most exciting. I think the Battle of Tumbleton, first and second. I think that's when it's most exciting to me. So I'll wait for that part. What about you, beautiful ladies down there?
I'm simple. Dragons. I'm just excited to see all the dragons. That's it. Just plain simple.
I'm super excited to see House Valerian and Corlys and Rhaenys. And I'm most excited about Rhaenys. I didn't, like, I've always loved Rhaenys, but I didn't think that would be my favorite. Not that I thought it would be my least favorite, but like, that's not what I expected to be my favorite thing going into it. But then seeing Eve Best in the stills, in the teasers, and in the trailer, I just have realized I'm most looking forward to the part that Rhaenys has to play.
Me too. I think that it's going to be epic. We're not going to talk about it, but no doubt that's just going to be amazing. And I like the fact that the dragons are going to have saddles on them. We haven't seen them any in these shots and everything like they're supposed to. Ain't going to be like Daenerys just riding bareback on these dragons and holding on, and Tormund on one wing hanging on, and so we have no bullshit.
That was so goofy. You think we're gonna get some armor on these dragons? Like when they really start going into battle? Like I really want to see some armor on the dragons.
It's not part of the budget yet.
Still, the best dragon, fight scenes we have to say is that Matthew McConaughey movie, right?
Yes, Reign of Fire.
Reign of Fire. Yeah, it's still the best
Yes.
I've seen. So is this going to top Reign of Fire? Because that's still the best, I think, out of all of them.
Random, my little brother was like obsessed with that movie.
Taking his shirt off for no damn reason right before he gets devoured by a dragon. Nothing will ever top that.
Good point, AK Watch. Why was Dany never in armor? I have no idea, but seeing Rhaenys in armor, she looks good.
Yeah, and people say, when we see the green men, we'll see stuff happening over the God's Eye, but I don't know if we'll see the green men. People said bareback Teflon. Really, she was bareback on it. What else can you say? Yeah. There's no other way I can put it than that. She was definitely bareback on a dragon, just jumping on his back like it's all good. Her little ass couldn't fit in between them spikes. I don't want to hear that shit. There's no way. There's no way.
Really bad chafing, I can imagine.
I seen the size of Emilia Clarke's ass in the first one. The ass is too big to fit in between them spikes. All right. This is the Battle of the Stepstones, I do believe. And this destruction here, right? Daemon in this, and this is when he's fighting one of the people from the Stepstones over there. And we get a good shot of someone in the mask here, too.
Oh, Kragus Crab Feeder. I had to double check his name from the Triarchy there. That shot's good.
Oh, I have to go back. Yeah, Kragus Crab Feeder. And we see Daemon just chopping this cat's head off. Mm-hmm. And then we see what we all suspected that was a dragon incubator. It turns out that's most likely. And we can see him getting a little dragon kiss going on here.
Aww.
A little kiss of the dragon going on here.
What that scene kind of reminds me of, and that just comes to show the great bond that they had with their dragons, because that reminds me of when a horse pushes their head against the rider and they're like, whoa, 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 except he's doing it on a much larger scale with this huge dragon. I think it's supposed to be like that horse comparison, except obviously dragon's more powerful. I think it's kind of showcasing what kind of a bond the Targaryens had with their dragons, that it's just kind of this
I was thinking what Phil was saying. It's like a puppy. Like,
Yeah,
you're
boy
good
and
boy.
some in the
Who's a
chat
good
said a
boy?
boy and his dog. Oh,
yeah, we got a super chat from Jeff Jean. Do you guys think we will get the same intro theme? No, they will come up with a brand new one.
it was a little remixy of it.
I would love to talk about the music in this trailer because I was kind of expecting that they would recycle a rendition of the Fire and Blood theme that they played throughout Game of Thrones, but it was all ramen, but it was much more epic. It was so epic. Like, it was definitely his fingerprint, and I was getting Targaryen feels, but it was nothing like what we had heard in Game of Thrones. So think about how excited we're going to be when we tune in for the first time, and like everyone knew the Game of Thrones theme. Everyone knew it. So we're all going to be waiting for that HBO, like, ah, and when that theme song drops, we're all just going to collectively lose our minds.
I can't wait to hear what he has in store for us.
Yeah, I that intro Game of Thrones was so iconic. I mean, you've seen it on The Simpsons. You've seen so many people parry it. Will it be
Sesame
that good?
Street.
Yeah, will it be that good that they could? Even that's a one of a kind intro.
I think the music will be good, and I also wanted to make note of the music used in the trailer. It was really awesome. It kind of did have that obviously his style, but it was almost merged a little bit with his Prison Break style, because he also did Prison Break, which has like more thump, like a faster pace to it, and it amped everything up and amped the edge up because everything was at a different tempo. It was a faster tempo than he usually rocks on with Game of Thrones stuff. So I don't know if that's going to carry through into the series, but it definitely did in the intensity that I felt through the music of it. So the music was definitely a big part, and it gets me very excited because regardless of anything, I mean, I'm very confident for this series and happy for it. But one thing I can say without hesitation is the music's going to be amazing. Like, it's going to be unbelievable, and it's going to be he's one of the best working on all of the shows he does.
Yeah, we see the bloodworm. I guess he's the bloodworm because his neck is so long. I guess that's what they're going to say.
Okay, I'm going to say it.
I love Caraxes.
I'm not a huge fan of the CGI on the dragons, but I understand why it's not like as good as it was on Game of Thrones. I don't think they're going to throw as much money at the CGI until they know how successful House of the Dragons is going to be. But I'm sorry, but Caraxes right now is giving me huge Benedict Cumberbatch Smaug vibes. Like, I'm kind of expecting him at any moment to just bust out with...
Listen, Hobbit, what do you say?
Well, they also said that they wanted to have each dragon have their own personality. So maybe that they're trying to show personality by the grin on his face and everything else. Like he's, like they say, like, dogs look like their owners. Maybe they're trying to make him look and act like his owner.
They did say in one of the little interviews they did, Matt Smith and Eve Best were both talking about kind of like the personalities and bonds with the dragons, and the way he described Caraxes, I feel like I'm like, so just
basically like a grumpy old man. Yeah. Don't ever talk to me or my son again. Those are the vibes I get from this still.
All right, that was that one. We have so many trying to get through them. All right. Why is she by the Iron Throne? She wants to be on the Iron Throne. That's what we see right here.
Do you guys think this is like the green and black dress?
Yes.
Like the green and black
from the when the split right here. It was a tournament that happened that, right?
Well, later on they're going to be sitting at a table and they're going to be wearing these dresses. So I think
I just love Rhaenyra's dress. It's so great.
Yeah, you could be right. This could be the green and black dresses right there. Look at that scowl on her lip right there.
She's definitely talking to one of her sons.
Me and MJ were talking about this earlier. So we were thinking, me and her talking about it privately, so gray area. We think that just because the voiceover at this point, we think this might be when she tells Aegon, like, because they say like, oh, they found him in somebody's bed, and he looks a little disheveled from adult time, if you will. That this is when he's like, oh, you're the king, get up, and he's like, no, my sister, and she's like, no. So yeah. I know
This
those are
could
not the words that
also be when
said.
Aemond. She could also be talking to Aemond. No, because I don't think they have Aemond with waves or curls. So you're right. This could possibly be.
Yeah, and the shots we have seen of Aegon, his hair is usually pulled back. But I'm just assuming if he was doing, adult
things.
stuff,
She's
his
got
hair
that
might be a
gossip.
little.
What is she just allowed to come in the room? My mom can't come in.
She does have that Gossip Girl look on her face right there. She has that Blair Waldorf look on her face.
I don't think she would find him.
You know what I'm saying, Zebra. She has that look on her face.
What if he was handling his own dragon, and she walked in the room and caught the dude handling his own dragon?
Oh my god, that'd be so.
It would be huge Marjorie Terrell vibes. I think it's like season 5 of Game of Thrones when she walks in on him and Oliver. I think that was his name. And she just sits there really casually. Yeah.
She's got
to be big rich vibes.
Yeah. Not much to say about this picture. Let's go through. I will say this. I don't like this crown. I know that they changed the crown for everyone, different kings and stuff, but to me personally, it's just not ornate enough. I need more jewels. The only blank crown I want to see is the crown of, from the Starks back in the day, the Iron Crown, because that's what it was. I mean, even, Aegon, he had rubies on his circlet. I just think that if it's a crown, you need to have some type of jewels on this thing. You just can't have the straight gold.
Agreed. It's pretty like, bleh.
Yeah. Even Biggie Smalls' crown that he was rocking had more jewels on it, man, than this one right here. You know what I mean? It was much better. Thank you for the super chat. What up to you, homie? I appreciate that. You know what I mean? But yeah, it doesn't do it for me, the crown. I just wish they did more with it, me personally, than everything. I just wish it was a better crown. Yeah, not feeling the crown. All right, this is the funeral, right?
I believe so. We've definitely seen this shot.
We've seen this before. Yeah, this is the funeral shot, I do believe. And this is the first shot we got at One Eye.
Ew, training with Sir Kristen.
The way his hair is like flowing back to the front looks like a beard.
It does look like a beard. Well, I was
a little bit.
Oh yeah,
it does.
I thought it was a beard.
But why is everyone watching the training?
Because he's showing off. You can see the way his arms are down. He's like this guy's trying all hard, and he's just like, yeah, I can take you without even trying. It seems like people are watching it like they were watching Arya fight Brienne.
So you think it's before? Because all right, so here he doesn't have any shield in his hand.
He does. It's just lower. It's lowered, and then he picks it up. But
is it
the
lower?
other one, he doesn't have a shield.
No, look on his I'm
no
like
shield.
pointing to the screen, and you can't see it. His left hand. Is that his left hand? The hand
This
that's
right,
down.
this arm,
Yeah,
right here,
is that
say?
Lower it a little
right
bit.
there, or am I just looking at the dude's
No, because the
shirt?
shield's in his left hand. It
would be
it's
it would be in
Picks
this
it up
hand,
later.
shield, I think.
He
And
probably
I don't,
throws it after it gets smashed, and then
maybe I think it may be out of order. Maybe it gets smashed, and then that's when he goes into this whole
Muhammad
Is
Ali
that
routine.
him versus Kristen Cole? Because he's got that morning star.
Yes,
It is.
that's him versus Cole training and stuff. And Cole already we seen him smash Rhaegar's shields. Not Rhaegar.
I know
Jesus
it's a
Christ.
practice shield, but it's
signature
still
move.
so weird seeing a shield without a house logo on it,
Yeah,
sigil on
looks
it.
naked.
It looks naked. Yeah, it looks wrong. It looks naked.
Yeah, I don't know where they're at here.
Brown.
I can't call it.
Looks
Probably
like
in the
they're
sept,
probably
maybe.
praying at a. I don't
Sept.
know if it's at a sept, but the starry sept.
Oh, what if so you know that shot that they had like a while
With the
ago of
dragon skull?
Valerion with all the But wait, why would Allison be there? Just kidding. Never mind. Throwing that idea
Yeah,
out.
that's it. Unless she's trying to be like, look, I pray to your gods too. Tell your dad about
unless
me.
this is when Jaehaerys dies. That's what I can think of. That's why she might be in front of like that, but I don't know.
The best shot of the whole trailer right here. Whole trailer. This is number one shot right here. This is the Battle of the Sepstones. This is Corlys Valerion. The Battle of the Sepstones. And you see that, the sea snake's not playing. Taking people out, charging into base. This is a pirate. All right, this is not what we've seen from the Greyjoys. This is
You
the
know what I
real deal
love
right
most
here.
about
The
this
richest
shot?
man, the richest man. I hate people keep saying he's one of the richest men in Westeros. No, he is the richest person in Westeros at this time. Now, not one of them. He's number one. There's no one more rich than him. That's what it is right now when he's at this time. So let's get that right. Let's say, and he's still out there in battle, doing his thing.
He just looks good.
Best shot of the trailer. Best shot of the whole show. Look at this dude hammering people away. Hammering them away. He didn't have to be out there. He could have sent people out there to fight for him, but no, he's out there fighting. All right. And we see Rhaenys talking to Allison.
Password is
The
the safe word. I'm just kidding.
You ain't taking the throne. I ain't get it. You ain't getting it, bitch. All right. Let's just know it. Really?
I mean, it
Yeah.
would be really infuriating as not only just the Targaryen, but as the queen that never was, to see Alicent running around doing her thing. Can you go back to the still of Alicent?
Yes. Which one? This one? Or the one before?
I just want to talk about the costuming because I love the back on the neck of that dress.
Oh, let's go back.
Oh, I do too. With like a little bit of that like mesh too, like in
The
between.
decoupage.
Yeah.
They did a good job.
Serve some look.
They did a good job.
And
I
honestly,
wish they
does she
put.
own a dress that isn't green? Come on.
I wish they put Rhaenys in different hairstyles. She's in the same hairstyle every time I see her.
I cannot stand her hair.
And I wish
That's
they
the
do
only
something
thing I don't like
different.
because it's giving me big xenomorph queen vibes. I can't take it.
It's very, what was it? Cone headish from, no doubt about it. And I just wish they're changing everybody else's hair. Change her hair a couple of times. It's all right to have it once, but every scene I see her, she's got the same hairstyle.
Yeah, the Mars attack thing going on.
Yeah, they should change her. She deserves to have hairstylists too. And she deserves to change her hair too. Everyone else changes their hair. Why is she not having the chance to change her hair? And this is from the Battle of the Stepstones. Just we see Daemon doing his thing, burning them down. I mean, his fire is red. I guess it would be red, but I really hope that they do change the flames of the dragon.
Yeah, I was listening on the way when you guys were talking about that earlier. Alicia was 100% right. Like, I think it worked really well in the last season of Game of Thrones when we finally see the dragon. They have to have at least slightly different fire. Otherwise, it's not going to look its colors. Otherwise, it's not going to look right on screen. If it's just fire on fire, it's going to be too much. So I think maybe even if the color changes are slight and not full on, I do think they'll probably do something.
They should. I mean, listen, when I was young, back in the day, my grandfather, he had a house and he used to have a little fire pit. And I used to get these little crystals he used to give me, and I throw the crystals in the fire and it would change the fire color. You guys ever have those crystals? Yeah. You ever do that?
Oh yeah, we had that in science class sophomore year.
Yeah, I mean, so if you can do that with the crystals, then you should be able to do it with the goddamn dragons. Change the goddamn crystal. What is this? Just burning the bodies from the battle? Is that what we're seeing here? What's going on here?
I think it's the
hires this, and who's the prego?
All right, so there's a woman here. All right.
Who's the pregnant?
That's Daemon.
Wait, this is not pregnant.
That's a pregnant lady. That is a
is that a woman there?
Pregnant lady.
Is that a woman there?
She is with child.
Yeah.
Look at it. I mean, first of all, look at.
Well, sometimes Daemon be standing like that, but this is Daemon here, and this is a woman right here. But what? It's just look. Is it
Messiah?
Funeral pyre?
It looks like, I'm sorry, but it looks like Olivia Cook, but I know it can't be. I don't know. Maybe it is. It's not like just because they hate each other, they never had scenes together.
Well, if he hit it once, she may be trying to get it again.
Yeah, I agree. The hair looks like
I saw someone in the chat. I saw someone in the chat suggest that if Daemon did hit it and she got pregnant, No, I guess the timeline wouldn't quite fall in line. Someone suggested that Aemond could be Daemon's. And I kind of
Yeah.
like the idea of that.
I would, but he's a second born, so it'd be kind of
Yeah.
weird.
So you're saying people saying Damon's ready to pay a child support. You think this is Lady Misery? I don't know. I don't know if this
At
is.
first I did, but now that I'm really looking at it, the hair doesn't look right. It does look like it's probably Olivia Cook.
I mean, because she
Who
didn't
plays
look that
Allison.
pregnant in the other shot.
Yeah. Not like she barely was showing at that point, but yeah, it definitely looks. But it's like, whose pyre
Well,
is
it's
it?
not like she's going to be the only pregnant. I think it's
That is
possibility
true. There's
that
been a lot of pregnant people.
they will still have, because like the Dance of the Dragons was a whole like boiling point thing. It's not like they were never together. Like, she could be not so much there to support him, but like there could be multiple people there, someone's funeral pyre, and they could be the last two people kind of lingering behind and just kind of like saying antagonistic stuff to each other back and forth while she's pregnant with either Aegon or Aemond. So I mean, it looks like Olivia Cook, and it's not like it's impossible for her and Aemond to be in the same scene in this capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then whose pyre do you think it is?
Maybe
I don't
Tony.
know.
Tony mentioned that maybe it's bodies after a battle or something, but
That makes sense.
It could, but I don't know why a woman would
I
be
feel
there.
like-
That would be the only problem. Like, why is she there?
Yeah.
You know, I just don't know. I know somebody watch some YouTube be like, look at this, the flame. It looks like the shape of a. I know, not me, but it'll
it
be
means
something.
the birth of a dragon. Right
That means Rhaegar. You see this right here, the
there.
flame.
Tony, you're stupid. You don't get that. You don't get it, Tony. Do you even watch the show? You even read the books, Tony? That's a
All right.
This
cool
is
We-
very Brazen Beast for me.
Oh, that's
But
the
I
guy
know
from earlier. Kragus Crab Feeder.
Kragus crab feeder.
Kragus Crab Feeder. I think I'm saying that.
Wow.
Kragas, Cragas. Crag. I don't know. He gonna die anyway, so don't. Spoiler.
Don't worry about saying his name right. He ain't gonna be around long enough.
You don't have to learn it.
You ain't gotta learn his name. He ain't be there long enough for you to get that. All right, we get a good shot here of the dress. It's about over the trailer right now. This is about the end of it, and you see his long ass neck, and you see a chain around his neck too. They got him locked up. And listen, we see a little
I
bit,
think
you
that's
know,
his saddle. No, there's a Targaryen sigil on it. I think that's part of his saddle.
around his neck. It could be.
Well, it has
yeah.
to latch on somewhere. I think it goes around the neck and then
Yeah,
the
he has a
wings.
long ass
and
neck, so maybe that's
under
how
the
he's
belly.
got that high up. You're correct. It
It's
could
like
be.
a harness. You know how like when you walk a
Mhm.
dog, the dogs have the harness that goes around the front and then it latches onto it.
And he has attitude in this picture. When you're looking at his face, he looks like he's about to laugh at you.
This is my favorite dragon
He
shot.
looks
It
like
looks
Smaug.
it looks the
Can
least
we?
CG.
Okay, someone needs to put a screenshot of
Yeah.
this next to a screenshot of Smaug, and I'm just saying, you'll thank me later.
He looks like he's about to
I can
laugh.
do
Like,
the least
I just seen a YouTube video where this dog is sitting there barking at these like donkeys and stuff, and he electrocutes himself on a fence and then runs away. And as soon as he does, the donkey just goes, and there's no doubt that the donkey's laughing that this fucking dog just electrocuted himself. Because he wasn't saying nothing until the dog did that and ran away. And there's no doubt the donkey laughed at this motherfucking dog for electrocuting himself in the fence. And that's what I'm looking at his face. It looks like he looks sinister, but he looks like he's smiling. We do see some type of personality in this dragon.
Do you guys remember the movie Spawn?
Yes.
Something about
Vaguely.
this still of Caraxes reminds me of Spawn. Not the actual character Spawn, but the demons in the movie. I'm not a fan.
I mean,
but I can understand why it's not like what I want it to be this season.
Alicia, I'm looking at a picture of a Smaug right now. It's the eyes. The eyes look very much like. I don't know if I can share my screen too, just to show it for a second, just for.
Yeah, I had to pull up the picture at the same time too. Yeah.
Can you share it at the same time?
Not
There
at the
you
same
go.
time, but I'll turn it off for a second.
Yeah, it's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
Oh,
It's
you know what?
snow.
And also like the horns, like too, like in the eye area, like on the head, like kind of.
Yeah, the mouth is the same too. I think the mouth is kind of not the same, but similar from there. But definitely the eyes.
I see it. I mean, I see it. Yeah.
The eyebrows and stuff.
Just saying. Just saying.
And both of their noses are running. Why are their nose running? They need something going on here. And runny ass nose dragons.
Because really,
God
it's I was thinking of doggies. Boop snoop.
This is a goddamn slut dragon if I ever seen one. I know a slut dragon when I see one. This is a damn slut dragon.
Damon just flying and they have played like Mask Off by Future. I swear to God, I will lose my mind.
It's a fucking slut dragon.
Slut dragon. And John Haymaker, the Spawn animated HBO series was awesome. That's my favorite version of Spawn. I like the movie as well too. John Leguizamo was amazing in that. But
I never knew there was a.
Yeah, it was I want to say it was early 90s maybe, but there was an early animated Spawn series that's pretty sick.
Jackie C.
I don't know if it would
Jackie C says straight up slut dragon. Yeah, he does look like a slut dragon. I'm telling you. If you ever look up, if y'all don't know what a slut dragon is, I'm sure the people on the panel do. But yeah, if y'all know what a slut dragon, you know their motto is that we F, we suck, and we lick butt. All right, and that's their motto to be a slut dragon. And he definitely, if you say those words and look at his face, that's what I think of right there.
I mean, it is Damon's dragon, and we all know. We know. I don't want to slut shame Damon, but
no, you can slut shame Damon.
This is definitely slut dragon. And we see right here at the end, we see that attacking. So this is all the Valyrians right here.
Oh, so this is the show I was talking about where Bela and Rhaena, it looks like one of them has like two little like puffs on their hair. I keep pointing to the screen like you guys can see what I'm pointing to.
But she wasn't attacking Rhaenyra, right? Rhaenyra's just getting in the way.
Yeah, because I'm assuming she's going for her kid.
Yeah, she's going for the kid that took her kid's eye out, right?
Yeah. And
that's what I would think.
Sorry, is that Damon and Kristen like to the right of them also getting into it a little bit?
So this is Kristen. This right here. This is Kristen right here.
Yeah, is that Damon too? Like with
I don't know. I can't tell, but you can see it must be because Graham McTavish seems like the Graham McTavish is still alive while he's a part of the Kingsguard because it seems like he's instructing him to take him out, to hold him back. Like it seems like he's instructing him. Hey,
I think he's telling him. I feel like he'd join in if he wanted Cole to take him out. I think he's telling Cole, knock it off.
Hold him. But I think he's telling Cole. Oh, you think he's telling back? I think he's telling them restrain him, like specifically pointing to him, like grab him up. We don't want no problem with him. You see the other Kingsguard about to pull his sword, and right here is she's not dead yet, right? So that's the daughter right here.
No, Lena. This is at Lena's funeral that the eye gets cut out.
You think that? But who is this? Because I thought this is the daughter here. I thought that would be her. Lena looks darker.
And Laenor would be. I thought is it Laenor's funeral or Lena's that he claims Vhagar?
Lena.
Okay.
Lena,
well, it doesn't matter. She's dead.
Lena
she dies
first. Vhagar. So the only way he could claim Vhagar is after she dies.
Oh, but no, I'm saying she dies before her brother.
Edric Storm says this is a picture of when a family barbecue gets to the conversation, gets political.
It also reminds me of like a middle school dance. If you look at it in a weird way, like the people are dancing, you see the wallflower, someone's pointing over there. Look at those two dancing over there. It's like everyone's kind of watching the dance floor. It's a little middle school dance.
That's the last shot.
Aww.
Yes.
Who do we think this good?
I don't know.
Good dragon.
Is it the last shot? Because I think I remember Rhaenyra telling Alicent, "Now everybody sees who you are, what you are."
She does say it, but I didn't put that in there because we didn't hear it, but we seen the shot before.
Oh.
Yeah.
We didn't hear her actually talk. So, but you're correct. She does say that while she's holding it back, and it's confirmed that is the dagger that Arya used, but it's a different hilt. they changed the hilt over the years, but it's supposed to be the same dagger that Arya does use to kill the Night King.
I'm sticking with my theory that I've been pitching for a while. I really think that dagger originally belonged to Rhaenys, like Aegon's sister Rhaenys. Just gonna keep pitching it. Just gonna keep throwing it out there. Hopefully,
it's gonna come true.
It'll manifest into existence. It will.
I'm gonna manifest it into existence. It's Rhaenys because I mean, got Blackfire for Aegon, Dark Sister for Visenya. Rhaenys still fought, and it'd be more fitting for her to have a dagger than a sword. But I digress. Who do you guys think this dragon is? I'm torn.
That's what people in the chat were saying.
They've really only shown Caraxes and Syrax for now.
Yeah, that's the only ones you see.
And it just doesn't look majestic enough to be Hellfire, Sunfire.
There's a shot of Vhagar's foot as well.
They do have a shot of the foot. I didn't want. I know that. Listen, I know there's people out here with a bunch of fetishes. I didn't want to show that. I want to entice y'all.
Entice the dragon foot fetish.
Y'all gotta pay for dragon feet.
Listen, I hear it about the damn Kim Wexel foot all the time on Soul. You know what I mean? Constantly, I see it online. People talking about her feet. So I didn't want people to go crazy about the dragon feet. All right, it's not that type of party, people. Not the type of party.
Dragonfootporn.com. We don't want to advertise for that website. Don't go there. I watched. There actually is one.
There probably is. Hopefully they don't find this. But
I know they'll copyright this video for you. Totally. Like, no, we don't condone this kind of discussion for our dragons are a different caliber of dragon.
No doubt about it. No doubt. Overall, so we've seen just about again, Phil, you weren't here. What did you think about this trailer so far?
I thought it was really awesome. It's good to see more action, see some of the scenes. I think they picked a lot of really great actors to do everything. And I don't know quite as much about I know the bullet points, but I'm purposely not digging in as much to be moderately, surprised along the way. But everything I'm seeing is incredible. Matt Smith, I thought this trailer really he stole this trailer as well too. For anyone that wasn't sold on him, seeing him in a lot of different dynamics, and I think everything visually looks awesome. I can't wait to hear more of the rhythms. I'd love to, even though we won't see this, I'd love to see a scene released or something just to kind of get a feel of the tone of the series. But everything I saw in the trailer, I enjoyed. It looks pretty cool.
What about the anthology aspect of it? Do you think it's a good way to go? 4 years, House of the Dragon, and then maybe another 4 years from a different time in the Dragon? Like maybe you think that works? I think it's difficult to talk about that too much yet. I don't want to be the person bringing this up, but we were talking about like Nim. I'm cautiously optimistic from this trailer. I think a lot's going to depend on the response to it. I think if we're talking long game over 10 years of Game of Thrones stuff, that sounds awesome to flip things around. But if this series doesn't hit in the way that HBO wants to hit, we could be in regardless of the quality of it, it needs to probably achieve some sort of dividend success that HBO is calculating. Let me say this right now. The trailer was released 9 hours ago and it's got 3 million views.
Exactly. So when you get those people in the door in that first episode, are you going to keep them in there, or is it going to? And that's the biggest thing. This first episode, I'm hoping, and I'm going to be sitting down to watch a really amazing episode of television, and I hope it keeps those record-breaking audiences that are going to tune in to watch this premiere. And I'm hopeful, but I also know there's a lot of still bitter people that I want to see a smile. I want to see a bunch of Grinches with the smile turning on their face. And that day, all the Grinches grew a heart and started caring about dragons. And I want to see that moment, but that moment does need to happen for HBO's long plan to. But to answer your question, Tony, I think I'm a big fan of anthology series because then you're not beholden to any amount of seasons. You can kind of do whatever story you want to tell in as many episodes as you need. So I think it gives the showrunner or the person running it more creative freedom. So I do like the idea of anthology.
Yeah, I think that's hard to fuck up 4 seasons.
Yeah.
Right. It's really hard. Like usually when you fuck shit up, it's 5, 6, 7 like that. That's when the shit goes. You can look at them as Rocky movies, right? You know, the first 3 Rocky movies was good. Rocky 4 was all right, but then it got crazy, right?
Rocky 5 was
That's when. So you got to keep it like that.
I didn't even
You
know
got
there
to
was a
keep it
Rocky
like
5.
that. You know, you got to keep it like a Rocky movie. You got to keep it shorter than that. So.
Rocky 4 is the one. It's Rocky. It's kind of awful saying it. It's Rocky versus the Russian, right?
Russia, Rocky, yeah. And then Rocky 5, he loses his money and
The
he
one
fights
where
Tommy
Apollo
Gunn.
Creed dies.
I
4.
didn't even know a 5 existed. I just knew 4.
Yeah, that's when he lost the Tommy Morrison, the Duke Morrison, who's actually really became a professional boxer after that.
He actually won a championship.
Yeah, and he did very good until he got knocked out by Ray Mercer. All right, but all right, I gotta get out of here. I gotta work in the morning.
Same.
And everything else. Let me thank everyone for coming on again. I'm sure that there will be a lot more stuff going on here and everything else. Again, ladies, Direwolf City is now its own channel. If you're interested, as you should be, in Direwolf City, no longer will be on Gray Areas channel. You have to subscribe to the Direwolf City channel. Just put in the link, and I'll put it in the description when it's all said and done. Make sure you subscribe every Monday, 7 p.m. They will be doing House of the Dragon live stream talking about the episode right after that.
I'm just going to correct you, Tony.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. So Monday after the episodes, we will be streaming. That time is to be announced. But
she said 7 p.m. Gray said 7 right this week.
No,
said it right now.
Sunday we're streaming at 7:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. Maybe that's
so for the preseason, if you will, for our preseason jump offs, we'll be streaming Sunday. Starting this Sunday, 7:30 p.m. on the Direwolf City official YouTube channel. And then once the season kicks off, we're going to be streaming on Monday nights just to give everybody time to catch the episode and stuff like that. Yeah.
You got 1 subscriber to the Imagination Realm, so they subscribe. Thank you very much. Definitely subscribe. Definitely subscribe. What are y'all up to besides that? You got anything else planned?
I mean, you guys can always check me out on my channel. I Eat Zebra. I'm going to be doing some more House of the Dragon coverage. I also have been working on the Hunger Games prequel movie is in development, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes. So I've been doing a few videos around that. I have some other stuff in the pipeline that I kind of like sidelined once House of the Dragon's been like in full promo. So I kind of put those projects on the back burner, but I'll get back to them soon. That's about it.
Wasn't Peter Dinklage? Isn't he going to be in that?
Yes, he's the guy who created the Hunger Games. That's who he's playing.
Yeah, the Dink is going to be in.
Wait, he's going to be in? I have not seen that, and if he is, that is very interesting.
He's going to be the man who created the Hunger Games. Without a shadow of a doubt, you could take that to the bank.
Oh, so if he is that character, that guy,
I thought you meant like Peter Dinklage wrote.
Dean Highbottom. Oh, he plays he's kind of like a drug addict because he's like super depressed. But if that's the case, I'm excited. I didn't even know he was going to be in that. I didn't see that.
I think it got announced earlier this week, I believe.
Oh, I've been so wrapped up in House of the Dragon. I do know that Hunter Schafer from Euphoria is playing Tigress. But yeah.
Oh, Alicia, I know you don't like to talk. Say hi at least in the beginning of the stream. Direwolf City podcast. We need to have you back. We need to do more Marvel shows. We need to figure. Maybe how about we commit right here? Let's commit to do She-Hulk this together.
You're the only person I would not get mad at for doing this live because it's just like this golden rule: you don't do it live, even though on your late night shows I've gotten drunk and pressured people before. But we're all here. Yeah, no, I'm up for anything. I miss streaming with y'all. So,
all right, we're gonna do. We will cover She-Hulk. We'll do a She-Hulk live stream. You didn't believe me, and you looked it up.
No, I looked it up just because I wanted to
know about these guys.
You didn't believe it. You looked it right up.
I believed you. I just wanted to confirm that it was the character I thought it was, which was the character I thought it was. Oh, that's gonna be good. Okay, all right. See, House of the Dragon.
She's like, this motherfucker don't know what he's talking about. What the fuck? Let me check.
No, I believe you. I just wanted to see when you said like he created the Hunger Games. It's like, play Dean Highbottom for real? And I'm like, oh shit, that's gonna be good.
Okay, can I address Edric Storm in the chat because he's been doing this all day, and I just need to address this. I don't
Give it to him.
hate Leos. I'm just sick of Leos. My dad is a Leo. My brother is a Leo. My only niece is a Leo. Friend is a Leo. My favorite cousin is a Leo. I am tired. That's all. I don't hate Leos. I do not hate Leos. Okay, now that that's off my chest. Okay.
There it
I'm
is.
just
All
tired.
right. Phil the Issues Guy.
Yes.
What is coming up on your channel?
The next thing will be this Monday evening there's only 4 episodes left of Better Call Saul, so we've been doing after every episode. So if people are watching the episode live, join us right afterwards. We've been having a good time, good crowd, and good times. And after that, I'm going to be doing House of the Dragon and Cobra Kai and the final season of The Walking Dead.
All right. I will be doing Better Call Saul. As always, pregame show, Better Call Saul Sunday. I did not do it this Monday. I'll do it. I'm off, so I'll do it this week. And I got another Saul video dropping 2 days from now. I'll drop that and stuff. And then right to House of the Dragon. We're gonna do the Ring of Power. We're gonna run them both. See where it goes. See what happens to it. And we see what's going on and stuff like that. So that is the deal. If you like the way we do this, please. Let me get this right so I can let Phil. We was up here. We weren't even live. We were talking for like 15 minutes though. We were live. We weren't. Fucked up. If you like the way we do this, please thumbs up this, spread this across the realm. As always, subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace and stay sexy.